born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Sorry, I can't hear. Like, turn it up. It's fine, it's fine. Singer in a smoky room, smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Yeah, I know. I don't think we're gonna get on speed. Put it down. It's just divine devotion. Hit the note. Somewhere in the night. No, that's not. I think that was it. Perfect. Is it too loud? Well, I'm just looking at the audio. That's probably fine. Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Playing anything to roll the dice just one more time. Some will win, some will lose. Some are born to sing the blues. All the movie never ends. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting up and down the boulevard. Their shadows searching in the night. Streetlights, people living just a blind emotion, hiding somewhere in the Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlights, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that streetlights, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Streetlights, people. Don't stop. Candy, she's sweet like candy in my veins. Baby, I'm dying for another taste. And every night my mind is running around her. I'm just getting louder and louder. Baby, you're like lightning in a bottle. I can't let you go now that I got it.
Hello, hello! Hi, Kelsey! Hi! Hi, Muffin! Hi, XP! Hi, 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 hi! Hi, 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 hi! I hope everyone is doing well. I've got to turn off my or at least pause my music. Of course, of course. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me check for my yappers, my yappers. Alright, we're waiting on my yappers. This gives me a chance because I'm not gonna lie. I started setting everything up and I forgot to remove a lot of stuff. Pastor! Whoa, cwazy. Hi, Pastor. What's up? How is everybody doing? I hope everyone is doing well. How is everyone? Let me also move this screen over here real quick. It's got everything that's important. Gotta get all the... Oh, I already messed it up. I already messed up moving stuff around. Put this one at the end. I'm sitting waiting to see if my tablet shows up today. Ooh, what kind of tablet you getting, Kelsey? Yes, how is Pastor's Day? Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop. Oh, oh, let me switch over because I forgot. Let me switch screens real quick so I can turn off this one on this one. Alright, there we go. And then Discord is on. Oh, crazy. Display tablet. Canvas 16 Pro. Yo, that sounds pretty neat. Is it? I'm assuming you're gonna use it for art stuff. Rough. I didn't get to talk with Side much. Oh, that is pretty rough. I understand how you feel. Because I would be in a pretty rough and sad situation if I didn't get to talk to my baby for a while. I get it. I get it. I'm gonna slurp you in XP. Didn't let me slurp you in. There we go. Got you in. Yeah, let's go, Kelsey. Get your art on.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing, XP?
Well, my earphones kind of broke, so sorry if you hear yourself.
Oh, dang, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, don't be sorry about it.
Well, I will say
I'll
you're
get it.
coming in a lot clearer.
Technically, it's because I'm holding the microphone against me, so it doesn't get to the speakers.
Oh, I see. I get that. I got you. I got you. Those,
Yeah, soon enough, he will be replaced. Something better.
yeah. Oh, there's the Mintus. The Mintus Midori.
Bonjour. Hello.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour. Hello.
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 Hello, hello. How's
Hi.
everyone?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
I am fantastic. Me and Muffin
On a
finished.
Tuesday?
Yeah, me and Muffin finished watching season 3 of Daredevil, so now we're finally moving into the Born Again part, so I'm excited.
Oh, neat. Neat.
Yeah.
Spoiler: the client was guilty.
Client was always guilty. Yeah,
It's better
my
than
poor
high
baby,
guilty.
she's sick again, so my poor baby, but we've been watching Daredevil, so that way it'll to make up for that.
Yeah. Hi, Muffin. I hope you feel better soon.
Your yeah, Kelsey, your mother's here.
Mother.
The world of germs has personal vendetta against me. Yeah, I know, my poor baby. She's always getting. Ah! Who did that? Green, how dare you do that to me? I was not. I was paying attention. It was really loud in my ears and it scared me.
Another day.
But yeah. So yeah, we did that. How is Minty? Did you figure out how to jump properly without killing yourself?
I did. It was just a E button. That was just a spell that I found that sent me
Yeah.
way into the air. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's fun
Are
though.
you Satan for the spiders? Yeah. So did you? So
Sounds always
did you figure
sure.
out how to land when you went flying into the air?
No, no, we'll save that for we'll figure something out for that. There's
Oh,
gotta
I
be
got you. I
something.
got you.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, Minty, I don't know if you've been
Mhm.
seeing the the elder ring or yeah, wait, no, wait. The memes that I've been sending you.
I haven't. I haven't.
Cuz I cuz
I've
I
been on.
I suddenly
Mhm.
got like a bunch of like magic items for Elder Scrolls,
Mhm.
and I've just been sending them to you cuz they're all so stupid. Like there's a ring called Magic Isn't Real, you nerd.
I think I've seen that on was it in Oblivion? Someone made that,
I
and it's
yeah,
just like
I assume all of these are just Oblivion like items that
yeah.
people have made because there's like so many of them. There's but like I got a huge batch of them and I was like I need to send these to the local knowledge keeper of the
Yeah, I think it's like 100% magic resist or something. And yeah,
it's
yeah.
like well because all of them have ungodly amount percentages of like things like
That's what I
yeah,
miss about Oblivion. It was
Magic Isn't
stupid.
Real has 20,000 no 202,617% better increased magic resistance is 99,750%. Yeah, like there's such dumb amounts of like dumb numbers.
Love
Like
it.
these are
I
such
love it.
huge numbers.
I
Guna
love it.
again, Pastor. Got back into studying because I think I'm going to go back to school for a bit. Let's go, Green.
Uh-huh. Nice.
What are you planning on studying? Boy, so
I'm doing a second degree, a major maybe.
mm, mm, mm.
Doing a first degree.
Study D's, ayo.
Got him.
Don't get him any ideas. He might.
Ooh. Well,
Psycho
that's
computer
cool.
maintenance manager. Hey, that's pretty good. That's a good thing to study in. See, you got him all riled up. He's doing it. He's gonna study D's. Boy, yeah. So, and how was
Yeah.
y'all's weekend? Did you guys have a nice weekend?
I think I just had a mostly quiet weekend, which is fine. That's how I like it.
Yeah, you had a quiet weekend.
That's how I prefer it. Nice and quiet.
Did you go get a chicken bake? Is that why?
I got a chicken roll, which
Oh,
is the
change it.
new item.
Oh,
New in
Very excited.
quotations.
New
yeah.
new incantations.
New incantations. My weekend did crazy. Your weekend did crazy. What
Crazy.
happened, Kelsey? I couldn't wait for PP. Oh yeah, I bet.
Quasi? I was Quasi once.
Like in a rubber room with rats. The rats made me crazy.
The rats were named Jebby.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. I was making the joke that my week ended on the weekend. Oh, I got it. Ah. um, but yeah. I'm excited to be yapping about today's topic again.
As is it Bionicles? I think you said.
No, I said I
No.
no. XP wanted it was asking if I was doing it on
Oh,
Bionicles.
okay. I was kind of like checking the messages like in between my ad breaks while I was streaming to see
Yeah,
if
I
it
know. I
was
know.
going
I
on.
noticed. I trust me. I had your stream on like one of my monitors, and whenever you would answer, it was always when you were on when you were on an ad break. So I was like,
We
And
sort
I
of figure
clicked
how you
reply.
do when we do these streams.
mm But no,
Usually I
today's
look.
PP, my PP is on Power Rangers today.
Oh, neat.
To that I have to ask, is it actually Power Rangers or is it Super Sentai?
No, it's Power Rangers.
Oh, the Western one.
I mean, we will have to talk only like very, very briefly about Super Sentai, but not, but no, it's focused mostly on the American side. Which ones?
I
We're
see them.
gonna the very specifically the ones we're gonna talk about are In Space and Time Force. Those are the specific ones that we're gonna talk about. But there is obviously lead up to each one that must be discussed.
I have a very important question speaking of Power Rangers, since you're gonna give a talk about it.
Yes.
How can a dog with a big snout can wear the helmet?
Hmm.
How can he wear the helmet? Because he's
There was a dog,
yeah, the SPD one. Yeah, it's just because he's that cool. He could do whatever he wants.
but he's wearing sort of like a human head helmet.
That's the way he rolls. That's just the way he rolls, XP.
I'm confused.
That's just the way he rolls. You know what I mean?
Do you know what I am saying?
Do you understand me?
I guess, sort of.
It's okay. You don't need to understand. It's just one of those things. That's the TV version. The comic version had a dog head helmet. I think. Did he? I don't think he did.
I'm gonna Google it.
That's what I'm checking too.
Oh yeah, the comic does indeed has a snout helmet.
What did you Google for it? Because for some reason it's not coming up for me.
I just put Power Rangers as the comic dog helmet.
Hmm.
I really don't know enough about Power Rangers.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you.
I was that clueless.
I got you. Don't you worry. It looks like there were sketches, but even in the Boom comics, he didn't have it. Like he still had the normal human head helmet, but I did see there was a sketch for him to have like a more dog-shaped helmet. Very interesting. Very interesting. But before I discuss the comics before I discuss before I discuss Power Rangers, there's something more important we need to discuss.
Uh huh.
And it's the fact that Starforge Systems is having a flash sale right now on all of their PCs, on all their huge PCs, like their what is it called? Their collab PCs mostly. They
Ooh,
they got a whole thing going on right now. You can get yourself a nice little deal on the free run. You get the one that I have, the Chainsaw Man. If you're into the burnt peanut, he's got one too. They've got solo
neat.
leveling, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Terraria. Plus, right now to celebrate RuneScape's 25th anniversary, they have a pre-sale going on for their RuneScape keyboard.
Ooh,
Yeah, they got official keyboard.
actually kind of pretty.
It is a really nice looking it is a really nice looking keyboard. If I didn't already have
Yeah.
an RGB keyboard, I would totally get it. Not allowed to spend any more money. Are you sure
The
about
OG
that?
RuneScape.
Are you sure about that, Satan? And I don't play RuneScape. You're right, I don't, but it still looks really nice. Loki might order it. You might, unfortunately. Well, don't worry. If you can't afford a PC, that's a-okay because they don't just do PCs. They've also got other things like wall art, which I have one of Power, which is my favorite character from Chainsaw Man. But they have wall art, so you can get yourself some free run. They've got Aki, Chainsaw Man, Power, obviously, Makima, Burnt Peanut, Igris, all sorts of things from their collab section. They've even got one for Queso, which has him staring at the sunset, which I think looks very majestic.
Pretty very nice.
Very, very nice. And they've got plenty more. Plus, if you're looking for just other accessories in general, if you need a new desk mat, they've got one for you. They've got some pretty cool desk mats. I actually really want this Power, the Blood Devil one. That one looks really cool. But they've got Freerun, they've got Chainsaw Man. I have the Puchita desk mat, which is really nice. But they've got
Oh,
all sorts of
yeah,
stuff.
it's cute.
All right. They even once again
Cheetah.
with Queso, they've got the Troublemaker, which is his kitty. Kitty.
I still need to watch Chainsaw Man actually.
You haven't
The
seen
game
Chainsaw
is
Man? Ooh, it's
complex
so fire.
somehow.
Mm,
What was that?
Oh, that kitty mat reminds me of complex somehow.
Yeah, the cat
yeah,
and the
I
kitty.
see it. It's
It's
all
the same
girl.
color pattern.
Yeah.
That's true. It does. It does have the same color patterns. But yes, they have all kinds of accessories. Plus, you can get yourself some new keyboards, obviously. And if you are looking to upgrade, there are plenty to choose from. They have limited editions, creator series, enthusiasts, and then they've got the core series, Horizon. Even their low costing one is still some of the best PCs you can possibly get for the price and everything. So Starforge Systems has absolutely amazing deals, and right now with the flash sale that is live right now, it would probably be a really good time for you to go ahead and maybe look into getting one of their collab PCs or one of their other PCs that they have on their flash sale because it's pretty freaking cool right now. And I've got the
Neat.
link for it right here. If I can just I can't just copy it. Well, copy it from here. And yeah, if you use the link, it automatically puts in the my coupon code, so you'll
Cool.
automatically get that extra. You'll
Oh,
get
that's
that extra
cool.
10. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
I used Queso's for mine. I used Queso's code for mine because I was like, oh, well, I may as well support a creator that I love. And
So when are we getting a discount code for Greg's Minty?
yeah,
If only. If only.
Where's your Greg's discount code?
If only. They won't even acknowledge my existence.
They haven't acknowledged your existence?
No.
Wow, I
So
can't
sad.
believe it. Free
So
run?
sad.
Yeah, come. They've got free run. Here, we'll go back. Let me go
Oh,
back.
hi, Complex. I was saying there was a keyboard mat that kind of looks like you.
I'm gutted. I'm out of. Oh,
Oh
God.
yeah.
But yeah,
No.
yeah. Um, look, Complex. They've got a free run one, and it's actually such a nice one. Like I haven't started watching free run, but if I had, this would probably be it would have torn me. It would have been a difficult decision between Chainsaw Man and the free run one because this one's really nice.
Himmel the hero will have like this PC.
I drank the last of my 3 liters of vodka. Oh my god. Well, yeah, look at this. It's so nice. It's actually such a really beautiful PC. Like I love this. I like the flower design on it. It's very, very cool and very nice.
Pretty.
Plus the mat. Plus, if you get one of the bundles, it also comes. So you get a free wall art and you get what is it? The keyboard mat. So you'll get like this really nice free run wall art. Plus you'll get the really nice free run mat. So that also is included when you buy the PC if you are interested. And I have to say, I actually really love my PC because I was playing Silent Hill last week, and it was so nice to play the game without like going through without it looking bad.
Also for the first time in a while, there were no crushings.
Yeah, no, actually, one of the things when I was streaming with my laptop, I would always look at the what is it over on my on Twitch because you know how it like shows you like the I think it's like the bit rate. Yeah, the bit rate.
Mhm.
Every time I would end stream, the bit rate was like super green and would spike so hard. But now with this
Okay.
PC, it is a nice smooth green line. Absolutely beautiful.
Ooh.
It is so it's so nice to look at it's so nice to look at.
You can finally build up streaks.
Yeah, yeah, we can finally
Mm.
do real good with this. I like I said, I really like it. Thanks, comp. After I show you free run. After I
Drink up.
went back to free run.
Drink up a
Drink
bit.
up.
I don't know how you say it in English. Chug, chug, chug. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Same, same. There's also down at Fresher, but that's very uni specific.
Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention.
See.
I sort of invited Kelsey, not exactly Kelsey, but yes, Kelsey, to come here sometime.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
of course.
neat.
Of course. They're more than
Neat.
welcome to.
I just proposed Pokemon as a theme, but she can
Ooh,
choose whatever topic
that
she
would be
wants.
fun. That'd be really fun. A Pokemon one, if she wanted to. But any topic would be really fun. But before and once again, before we continue, I have one more announcement from one of our sponsors.
Uh-huh.
We have Galactic Armory, which has their Kickstarter that was fully funded, which is actually pretty awesome. Is they have a form fitter program now for those that that use their 3D models.
Mhm.
So this way, with the form fitter, it actually allows you to get the precise measurements that you need. So like, you me- I have not looked into it, which probably should, just because like, because I want to know so that way I can use it for my stuff. But what you do is like it's a program that actually allows you to, so that way when you print out the things, it's to the precise percentage, the percent size, so that way it fits you directly. So that way you don't have to like constantly remake parts of the helmet, so that way you like if you put it on, it'll be a perfect match,
Mm,
which is
neat.
really
That's really cool.
awesome. And
Yeah.
yeah, since the Kickstarter was backed, it's already getting ready for launch, so you can sign up on their website to be notified of when the program goes live. Gonna
That's
need a
really
lot
cool.
of measurements for Bing said.
Hey,
Oh,
Robin.
Hi Robin.
Hi, Robin. Welcome in.
Welcome in. But yeah, but for their 3D stuff, they actually got some. They actually so after our stream, after our podcast episode, they actually got some two new stuff for old school RuneScape.
I see the rainbow boots.
Yeah, they added
The,
they got
the
the
only
rainbow
free-to-play
boots.
boots that actually give you stats.
Yeah, yeah, they got the fancy boots, and then they also have the dragon skimitar. And for our Skyrim
Ooh.
players, they have the new Hold Guard helmet.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah.
You're looking at Gaster sponsor and the downfall of the Chair's wallet.
Yes, this is one of my sponsors, and the downfall of Chair's wallet. Absolutely. And they also added this new Helldiver Sapper helmet, which actually looked pretty cool. It's the kind of helmet that I would totally print out and just use. Maybe even just like sand down the skull, just so that way it's not directly Helldivers related stuff, just to use as a prop for anything. Oh, seven Chair's wallet. Yeah. No, chair actually bought one of the physical items. He got the from the Master Chief section, or for the Halo section.
Oh yeah, you also extended not only Chair's wallet but Chair's brother's wallet too.
Chair's brother's wallet as well. He got the which one was it? He got this one, the Marine helmet. He bought one of the Marine helmets, a physical one. But yeah, but for their physical items, they have a pretty good collection. So if you guys are interested in also getting some physical items, they've got a whole section dedicated to just helmets, armors and stuff. Plus they have it in categories for the ones that they have larger sections. Plus I don't know if yeah, for some reason on my thing I always have a hard time looking at the soft goods. But if you go through your phone, you can actually get some really nice soft goods to help you with your cosplays to make them look even better. I just had a thought. Yeah, Satan?
What was the idea?
Hmm?
What was Satan's idea?
I don't know. Satan, would Luffy be counted as a Disney princess? I don't think so.
Luffy, as in Monkey D. Luffy?
Yeah, is Monkey D. Luffy? I don't think so.
No, it wouldn't. That's the only reason because the IP of One Piece does not belong to Disney. Meanwhile, IPs like, say, the movie Anastasia, that they have a Disney-ish princess, now it's a Disney princess.
Mm, mm,
Since
mm.
they since they bought Fox and all of the IP rights,
Oh, yeah, see, there you
in the same way that Princess Leia is a Disney princess.
go. Robin's rubbing their hands. What are you thinking, Robin? He has magic hair, magic hands, and talks to animals, was poisoned, and was
Just because it fits with the Disney princess archetype does not make the
it doesn't
character a
make
Disney
him a
princess.
Disney
Yeah.
princess, yeah,
Again,
unfortunately.
the case with the Princess Anastasia. Anastasia cleared all the check marks, but it was not belonging to Disney. Now it does.
My thing didn't work. Oh, because I
Don't tell me, Muffin. Wait, Kelsey, do you know enough about Disney Princess to do that?
One, two. Yeah, a Disney princess PP podcast.
What is everyone's favorite Disney princess?
What's your favorite Disney princess?
The
Mine's
one from
Snow
Brave.
White.
I already forgot the name. Irony.
Merida? I love Merida.
Meredith.
Merida's great.
Mine is Jessica Jones.
She technically a Disney princess?
What is it? The actress has been arguing that she should count as a Disney princess ever since Disney like got the stuff from Netflix. She's been fighting to be considered a Disney princess. My favorite Disney princess is Spider-Man.
My
Yeah, Robin?
brain stopped there for a moment. I was trying to find the logistic. How does it consider a Disney princess?
It's just because she's just because she's
Wants it.
just because she wants it and because it's and because it's Disney that owns it.
It's missing the princess title or princess code name.
Any royalty name? Muffins is
To give you an
Mulan.
example, Mulan is considered a Disney princess, but she is the only exception to the rule of not being royalty. She just
Mm.
has the status of one.
Oh, that's true. The girl from Wreck-It Ralph, she's also technically considered a Disney princess.
She is not. It is an inside
Ah,
joke that they put in the movie.
no. Yeah, but the princess is said, so you know it's a rule.
Yeah, as an inside joke.
I don't
Yeah.
think she's considered like an official Disney princess lineup in the.
What is
Because here's
the
the
name of that character?
official
What is the name of that
line
character?
art.
Give you
Uh,
some examples of actual princess from Disney that they are not for some reason. Nala from Lion King.
yeah, I think the character is Vanellope, but yeah, Disney has like a specific.
Rules.
Yeah, they have to actually be included in the official Disney princess lineup to be part of like the Disney princess merch and things like that. There's a lot of people that would be categorized as a Disney princess, but they haven't officially been made into one.
Apparently this is a actual question that Google gets a lot. I
To
literally
give
just
another example, the daughter of Ariel. I forgot the name.
Hmm?
who?
The daughter of Ariel, the human
Oh, Melody?
half mermaid.
Yeah, Melody.
Yeah, that should be a Disney princess, but it is missing the one and actually the only one crucial point to check: having the approval of Disney and the merchandise from Disney.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
she's not
yeah.
part of the official lineup.
Yeah. So yeah. So the apparently the question of the little girl is like asked a lot. Google told me no though. Make
Oh,
Ro a Disney princess? Means about that's true.
According to Disney, Elsa is a Disney princess, but she's a queen.
Oh, interesting.
M- Melody?
No, no, Elsa. According to
Oh,
Disney,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Elsa from Frozen, she's a Disney princess, although in
Yeah,
the story she's a queen.
yeah, she's like one of the few exceptions. I think. If I remember correctly.
Why did they not make it Kira Mashaga a Disney princess?
Or did not make who a
Uh,
Disney princess?
I mean, Kira from The Legend of Atlantis.
Oh, yeah, Atlantis is Kira's not technically. I mean, yeah, she is a queen. I wonder if that's why.
She
Mm.
clears all the checkpoints.
She does, but she's a queen, so she's not part of. I think that's why. Even though they made the exception for Elsa, I'm wondering if it was because was Elsa was a princess at the very, very beginning few
Yeah,
moments of the
she
movie,
was yeah,
right?
she was a princess. She was indeed a princess at the very beginning of the
But
movie.
yeah, no, it's but Kira is a princess most of the way through the movie.
Mm.
But yeah, no, that's messed up.
Technicalities, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Technicalities and Disney princesses.
By the way, Minty, I was reading just now. There's a way for you to get quote unquote sponsored by Greg's. They don't exactly give sponsors, but they do financiation.
Oh,
The Greg's Black Cards.
The
Is
Greg's
that
Foundation.
the Greg's Foundation? It's the Greg's Foundation. Let me look.
oh.
Because I know about the black cards. Um, I'm not
You
sure about
just need
the
to do
foundation.
some sort of charity. You can do it under the streams or with the streams, and fill up the papers with Greg's, and they will send you either some money or some pastries.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, that might be neat to do.
Do it, Minty. Do it. Do it.
You know
Perform
you want
charity
to.
Doing
events.
doing a Greg's charity event.
Yeah.
Doing
Dude,
a charity event for the only reason not of charity, but for Greg's.
yeah,
For Greg's. I mean, for
just.
charity would still be neat.
I mean, I guess charity's kind of cool, but you know,
Still be
Greg's.
neat, I guess. But yeah, Greg.
As it should be.
I mean, you could.
Father become
There's also the
sponsored by
cases of some
Greg's
book
mom.
clubs that are funded by Greg's.
Oh, that would be neat.
Oh,
Hey, you have a book club.
I
you
do.
do have a book
Kind of.
club.
Oh, the holy
Dang.
name of Greg.
All in the holy name of Greg's. Absolutely. Absolutely. As it should be.
Blessed be Greg's.
Blessed be Greg's.
In Greg's we trust.
In Greg's we trust. Crazy. Crazy things to say.
So far, my only motivation to go to England is just to taste Greg's.
Yeah, I really want a
It's
Greg's.
a good goal. It's a
Beyond that,
good
I
goal.
have no reason other than say Minty or Kirby invite over and I just go like, hey, I can butter you IRL for maybe a weekend.
I heard Jabby's there somewhere. You could also bother Jabby too.
What do you mean, Jeff is in USA?
Yeah, Jebby's in
Might
the
as well be.
U.S. living with his brother wife.
For the wife, yeah.
Blessed be the Gregs, for they shall
Blessed
I
be.
be.
refuse to acknowledge any other reality.
Hmm
Jeff is the least British thing on earth. I mean, am I wrong?
I mean,
Technically? Question
Jimmy,
mark?
what?
I see from my perspective, Jebby's just extremely Malcolm or Jody. So like to me, I'm like, yeah, okay, Jebby's proper British, but like, I guess from like an outside perspective, if your stereotype of the UK has nothing to do with Malcolms or Jodies, you'd be like, good God, what is this foul creature?
What is this
So
creature?
I can see it. I can see it. But no, Jemmy's very stereotypical Malcolm slash Jody.
Nah, trust me, I don't have any stereotypes of
Even
British
even
people
even
since
with
I believe in distinguish the accent.
Fair, fair.
Jebby is proper British for sure, fam. To be fair, even if he didn't have any sort of stereotypes, I would still ask the same question: what is this creature?
What is this foul thing?
What is this guy?
What is this foul creature?
Why is he yelling his name over and over again?
Yes, it's very Jody. That's very Malcolm.
Is that actually?
Yes. Yes, yes. There's an
No
entire
way.
area full of
Where they're just
I mean,
screaming of
if you
people
tell
just
me
screaming their
Jimmy
name?
was Australian, I will believe it for the only reason of sarcasm.
Yeah. So they're really that's really a thing. They just scream their name.
uh not as much as Jebby does.
But
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 I've definitely like heard people doing that to like hype themselves up like once or twice.
Jebby is beyond us, bro. Jebby is beyond us.
Speaking of Jimmy, last time he was in the in the voice chat waiting to be picked up
Him
alongside
and Shiny were.
Shiny.
Yeah, yeah.
Shane just wanted to get here and spread a bit more the word of Miku while making fun of Minty, and
Yeah.
Jimmy was like, I want to be there. Why? I don't know. People are there. I want to be there.
He likes being involved.
He likes to be involved.
So, aside from Shiny, because he still needs Minty's approval, are we ever going to have Javi here?
Well,
If Jebby can
I was gonna say
make
we
something.
discussed this. We discussed whether or not Jebby would be part of it, but we had to make sure that Jebby actually did it.
Yeah, yeah.
The point is that Javi will not have a presentation done. He
Yeah,
needs
that was
to.
that was the thing that we said is like he might not have the actual presentation ready.
There's a very good chance.
So it's more like a, okay, do you wanna be there? Do you wanna be here? Give us a presentation, not the topic, but a presentation done, and then we schedule one.
Kind of, yeah,
Is that gonna be it?
pretty much. Seems like it'd be the only way to get him here. I believe in Jebby.
Let me yell at him.
Let me yell at him real quick.
I believe in JV, depending on the context.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on what Jebby's doing. You know, if Jebby is Jebby's a complex creature.
No, complex is the other one.
No, I'm sorry.
Definitely a creature.
It's definitely a creature.
Yeah.
Minty, did you learn how to block in the game that you were playing?
I didn't. No, that's still. I haven't figured it. We'll get. I don't know if that's gonna be an
That's a
important
no.
mechanic. Well, I've discovered that I can just stab most things, and things go pretty well for me. So
Who needs to block if you can just avoid being attacked?
exactly, if I can just stab their kneecaps, why do I need to block anything?
Because that guy beat you when you kept
Who needs
going
to
into the
block if you
cave.
can max out HP region?
But in the infamous British national anthem, I get knocked down and I get up again.
You're never gonna keep me down.
Yeah, is that the British national anthem? I didn't realize that.
pretty pretty much.
I believe it is
Never
actually
back
that.
down, never what? Never give
Never
up!
give up. You're right, Muffin. You're right.
Never give up.
No. Everything Jebby does is correct. Is it?
Mhm.
Is it? Is it? Minty, is that true? Is everything Jebby does is correct?
To Jebby.
To Jebby. What about to you?
To Jebby.
I guess that's a no. Oh, for sure, fam. Okay, fair enough.
Not saying Jevy's not trustful, but how do you get to trust Jevy?
Surprisingly, when he's not being a shit, he's very trustworthy.
Yeah, when he's not beating you over with a stick, he's pretty good guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I being shot at?
Oh, hi, Jebby.
Hi, Jebby. Hi, Jebby.
Speaking of the devil,
Trying to explain how you're both British and how you're probably not going to be able to make a PowerPoint.
Jebby has been saying, hi, Jebby. I'm protecting you. Yeah, Robin's protecting you.
yeah, we were saying that we will accept your petition to be here as long as you present with time a presentation already done, and then we schedule one.
Yeah, for PP podcast. Should thou?
Also, you need Minty's permission alongside Shiny.
Yeah. Should you choose to
I never
accept your
did.
mission?
Yeah, I'm not sure you do a podcast, a PowerPoint on.
Speaking of Shiny, did you actually manage to speak with Shiny's mom?
No.
No,
Or how did that
he hasn't
start?
given you her number yet.
He's gatekeeping his mother from me.
Crazy. Can't believe he's gatekeeping his mother from you.
Fucked up.
That is pretty fucked up.
See, Jevy's not British. Jevy's a Pokemon.
Jebby. Do a
Jebby.
PowerPoint on Jebby.
Yeah, Jebby. Do a PowerPoint on Jebby.
That actually could works.
Could work.
The Jevy lore.
You have the number? Or you didn't tell me, little bro?
Dang, calm. You gatekeeping the number two?
Gatekeeping as well?
Dang. You real. But yes, those
Complex,
are.
I have a very important question for you.
Yeah.
Is she single?
That is a pretty important one.
Ah, and you got a cup?
Hanya got a cup. I just saw that right now too.
Oh my goodness, that's so cute.
It was a pretty cute cup.
Yeah.
Let's see it again. This is probably one of the few nice waifu cups you could probably get.
I just
Very
remember one of
creepy.
Genia's past life quotes. Did you ever know Pikami?
I'm vaguely aware.
Hmm.
So Pikami has one of those I'm mad at my public, and she just how do I say this? She's you in a way. She has an audience that only is there to bully her.
Mm, mm.
But one of the things that they bully her is that in those cases, not Genya, but Pikami, Pikmi never had sims that are interested in her in any romantic way. So they are constantly saying, "Oh, you're gonna die alone. Oh, you'll never get a partner," or things like
That's
that.
crazy.
Oh,
And in a way, I mean, they are not exactly wrong, but that's because she literally never goes outside. So how can she get a partner in any sense if she only hangs around people that constantly reminds her, "Hey, you're not getting a partner. Go outside."
Crazy. Cwazy.
So in one of those cases that they say, "Hey, pick a me as a friend," and proceed to say something very unhinged, and then it became the mean of always saying "as a friend" as an excuse to say or something very unhinged or to give a sort of flirtatious quote, but clarifying, "Hey, I'm not interested in you, so I'm saying this as a friend. Don't get the wrong idea."
Muffin's right though. She didn't go outside and she got a partner.
So one of the phrases that I just remember that got very clip and very used it against her is when she said, "Fuck me as a friend I are."
that's crazy.
All right, let me pull up today's presentation and we'll go over we'll go over Gamersupps stuff later.
Oh yeah.
Minty is
When someone
married
with
to indoors her Garagura merch and books. Yeah?
to save a Power Ranger.
Uh,
Is this to save a Mockingbird?
Almost like it. It's almost like it. But yeah, so is that true, Minty? Is that true?
um, I'm married to Greg's, but they have a restraining order against me.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What about the
Yeah,
Gargura
yeah.
merch?
I actually have any. I complimented a guy on his Gogoro merch once, and he just stared at me. It took him a while before he realized what I said, and then he smiled.
What do
Not
you
gonna
mean? Wait,
lie,
what do you
now I feel like I don't want to ask too much. Sometimes I don't really want people to spread too much self-information of them, but to you describe to how much you want to answer this. How was your romantic life way before nowadays?
I don't.
Don't specify dates or anything. Or don't
No, I
even
just told you what I.
Minty's
Full stop.
panicking.
That's it.
Minty, as your legal counsel, I would say I would like to advise my client not to speak.
Thank you. Thank you.
let me ask, okay, let me rephrase the question. Is one of those what cringe thing did you do in those eras that you feel like, yeah, I can share this now?
I don't think I have anything.
No.
No, no, I don't think I have anything. Nothing that nothing that comes to mind.
Order in the court, fam.
Damn.
Interesting, interesting. Minty, everyone has something. Ooh, Muffin's calling you out.
I
Nothing,
mean,
nothing that I
everyone
that
does,
I
but
can
there's
think of.
two things here. One, if Minty does indeed have something, maybe she doesn't want to share because uh, dogs. Or two, she legit doesn't have anything because again, pick a me case.
Well, Minty,
Damn, the fucking
are you
call.
a are you a are you a Henya? Is that what we're learning?
I will comment on neither, but I also cannot think of anything right now.
You plead the fifth?
I plead the fifth.
Irrelevant to the case. Exactly, irrelevant.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The random idea, the random idea came and I just couldn't help but ask.
Gotta ask those questions. But
I,
yes,
and I think you already know Bugaster. I'm reading Boo, but I called you Gaster. I
wait,
think you already know Gaster's stories.
yeah,
And if not, go ahead.
like a cringe story, like a cringy moment, like from dating.
The Law and Order.
My Law and Order is coming to use. Excellent work,
I
Robin.
heard they relevant to the case.
Yeah, see, Muffin knows my stories. Uh,
Anyone that is safe to share?
any of like wait, what? Like cringe? Wait, what? That's what I was asking. What's the question though?
Any cringe segment of a story that is safe to share?
Um,
Safe as in TOS and in
yeah. I
non-doxable?
mean, well, I don't really, none of my stories I think would ever dox me. And all of my stories are pretty TOS considering. All things considered, they're pretty TOS. But I think the cringe, like this is like the cringiest thing that I've done or that a date has done.
That you done or they done to you?
Okay, well, too bad. Most of them I've always been the cringe guy. Um, um, I, yeah, now I can't think of anything. Here, come back to me. You go first and come back to me. I'm sure one of the cringe moments will
Okay, I have
will
to do
smack
this
me
then.
across the skull.
Mapping, pick your favorite story that you want to rehear.
What?
I was telling Muffin to pick the story then.
Oh, okay. You don't have to share. I never thought Minty has cringed since I've known the goober. Yeah, comp. You didn't think Minty had cringe? I was cringe when I met him
I'm not
IRL.
quench.
Was is a bit of a statement, but okay. Cringe is good. Cringe is life. Don't be afraid of being cringe. Be cringe but free.
I feel. Thanks, Galaxy, for the. And can stop laughing and being flustered. Yeah, that was kind of cute. When I got off the plane and I saw her, she wouldn't stop giggling and laughing. It was pretty funny. She probably got
I
it
got
out of
see.
her system before I was introduced. Minty, did you get all your cringe out of your system before you met Comp?
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely.
Yeah?
I'm
You sound so
yeah.
sure.
I'm so uncringe now.
Yeah. No, I believe it.
I'm
I believe
uncringe.
Minty's not cringe.
I believe in the good kind of cringe, like the one you feel watching for the first time the Into the Spider-Verse movie. That feeling you get when you see the Miles Morales interacting in a way that you go like, ugh.
Mm,
Mm.
you know what? I think I did. I had one of those moments where like I fumbled over my words like a bunch. I know I do. I know I do that with Muffin a good majority of the time, but like I remember it was like when I was trying to ask this girl out when I was in school, and I kept fumbling my words that it was just awful. It also did not help that while I was doing this, it was raining, so we were just standing in the rain, and I
No.
was fumbling words, so it was really awful.
Oh
Only
no.
to get
Wait,
it only
that
got
sounds
worse.
adorable to be
No,
fair.
oh no,
That doesn't sound
it was nice, but it only got worse the next day.
No. I that sounds cringe. I think that sounds adorable.
I thought, you know what, in my head in that moment it felt really like romantic. The
Yeah.
next day, however, the romance was thrown right out the window.
No.
Yeah, it
Oh
wasn't.
no, man.
Yeah, no, Gaster didn't have Gas for a while. Gaster didn't have a good dating life. Actually, for a good majority from the end of 2020 till last year. I did not have I Gaster did not have good dating dating lives.
No.
The not cringe though. The day your brain went blank and when you looked. Yeah, yeah, my brain blanked when I Muffin asked me something. I looked at her and my brain like shut off and I was like, huh? What am I saying?
You were the meme of the Lego Batman with the song Shine. I was trying to think it's the night.
Yeah, yeah, my brain shut off completely. I was like, huh? Well, yeah, got the Gaster dating life before Muffin and after my first partner was like it was full of cringe.
Ah, you're better off with Muffin.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Both cringe match.
The mo the most recent awkwardness I had was when I was meeting Toll with V, and Toll seemed anxious, so I went in for a handshake and his hands were full, so I broke the awkwardness with more awkward. Hell yeah. That's how you should do it. That's how you should always do it.
Yeah.
You should always go for the handshake, and if their hands are full, you just like switch it up suddenly with even more awkwardness. I'm a big believer that if something's awkward, you should make it more awkward. It only makes things better.
You guys make it a
Exactly.
competition.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. See, Comp gets it. Base, see, yeah. Yeah, cringe just works. Yeah, me and Muffin's cringe, it just works together.
So where were we? I forgot we,
We
how
were
we got here.
anyway, we're gonna start the presentation.
Legit, I forgot how we got this tangent.
We're gonna start the presentation. That's where the tangent is now. But yes, today's PP podcast is on Power Rangers. More specifically, the two times that that I know very well where Power Rangers actually was gonna get canceled.
Oh.
Yes.
I know of at least 12 times in the very first Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that they were to be canceled.
Yeah, there was a few times in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but these were like even bigger than those. So, first, we need to talk about some of like the most important things that lead up into the into what would might have become the first end of Power Rangers. So first, quick history. The first thing was in Japan was Super Sentai, which was also like kind of like a spin-off but like play on their other show, Kamen Rider. And it was like these five people that were superheroes, and they would basically do everything that the Power Rangers do. Um, it's basically just Power Rangers, but in Japanese and with a little bit deeper stories. Um, and then one day, Saban, who is the current owner still of Power Rangers, like his name is still attached with the Power Rangers.
He shouldn't be.
Hmm?
He shouldn't be.
Well,
But
he
okay.
was well. I mean, he's the one that brought it to the mainstream, so that's why his name is tied to it. Um, was when he was in Japan. He actually saw an episode. Like he was scrolling through the channels, and he saw an episode of Super Sentai, which is crazy because the story actually goes that an executive from Marvel and Stan Lee both saw Super Sentai originally when they were in Japan because they were doing marketing for the Japanese Spider-Man show.
Mhm.
And the way that it goes is that they were really into it and they thought, oh, what if we brought it to America? And they pitched the idea, but nobody wanted to buy it. So then Saban did the exact same thing. Like he saw it one day and was like, I like this. We should bring this to America. And it just so happened that the executive that was part of Marvel had just joined. I forgot which channel it was, but she became an executive for a TV channel and when he brought it in, she was like, "Wait a minute, I know this IP. I love this IP. Yes, we should do it." And
I think it
it
was
just
for the
happened.
now the channel of Fox Kids.
Yeah, yeah, it was for Fox Kids. And Saban the way that he pitched the idea was the way that it worked was that they would take all of the action sequences from Super Sentai and the only things that they would film in America were like mostly just the talking parts, mostly dialogue parts, and they would dub over the action parts with the American actors. So the American actors were never actually doing any stunts or like none of the fighting stunts were them. It was always
Unless
Japanese actors.
Oh,
Yeah, it was Saban's way of being like, "Oh, we can keep costs down."
it was kind of like an average.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it wouldn't be like the same story. The only thing that would be the same was obviously like what monsters were coming out, but it was always just like they would create their own story and it would go from there. So for a while, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was like a big thing. Mighty Morphin was definitely one of the areas where it nearly got canceled because the formula was getting stale. It kept getting stale every now. It was constantly always like, oh, it's almost the same thing every week. The arrival of the Green Ranger kind of picked it up. The arrival of different characters would kind of pick it up, but that's why Mighty Morphin has like one of the longest like the longest amount of seasons compared to the other shows because every other show is just one season, but Mighty Morphin has like multiple seasons.
For many reasons. They even have subsegments of different
Hmm.
Power Rangers before CEO. For example, the Alien Rangers.
Yeah, yeah. So Mighty Morphin was like one of the is pretty much the longest running Power Rangers show. But it wasn't until they realized that over in Japan they were actually changing, like they weren't the same heroes every single time. That was when they were like, "Oh, this is what we should do too." And that would eventually lead into Power Rangers Zeo, where it would keep a couple of the actors, of the main one being Jason David Frank, who was the Green and White Ranger in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but then he would become the Red Ranger for Power Rangers Zeo. And yeah, and also the Pink Ranger would be the same Pink Ranger that would take over for one of the other actresses in Mighty Morphin, but would move over into Zeo. And that's what they would do is constantly it would be it for a while it was from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Zeo, Turbo, and In Space. Those it would kind of have some actors. Obviously, some other actors would leave like towards the end, or like during Turbo. Jason David Frank would leave the cast as well as the actress that was playing the Pink Ranger, and they would change it out, but it would always be like, but it was like one season of Power Rangers Zeo, then it would move on to Power Rangers Turbo, which was um, one of their lowest performing shows, which was the beginning of the Power Ranger problem that they were about to encounter. But Power Rangers Turbo would come out, and then at the end of Power Ranger Turbo, it would transfer into Power Rangers in Space, which was one of their biggest performing shows since the original Power Rangers. In Space was actually like my favorite.
It's kind of neat.
It was my favorite because it was like what is it when they used to be like the rental places like Hollywood Video or Blockbuster. That
Mm.
was like they had the In Space videos, so I would watch those.
I mean, it was in the era in space for films and media.
Yeah, for them and stuff, but it was but there was more to it than just the fact that it was in space, and we'll get into that. So during the era of Power Rangers Turbo, there were actually some major issues with the show, which made fans very bored. One thing was one of the things that the Power Rangers would do that was like people really liked were the Megazords. And when it came to turbos, all turbos were cars. And kids were like, "Well, I don't want a car." And if they wanted a car, there were better transforming cars, which were from Transformers, which at the same time that Turbo was going on, Beast Wars, Transformers Beast Wars had been going on as well. So Turbo was competing with Beast Wars.
If I recall, Turbo is the shortest duration of seasons among all the Power Rangers.
Yeah, it was a very unpopular show because one, it had a lot of the original cast that were leaving. The main one being Jason David Frank, who had been
They
the
have a
Red
child as a
Ranger.
cast.
Yeah, well, that was the Blue Ranger. The Blue Ranger would then take over for that part, but he was like like a super little kid. Absolutely should not have been a character.
Something like an 8-year-old.
Yeah, and whenever he would transform, he would suddenly turn into an adult, which was really stupid. And yeah, so there were a lot of flounders when it came to Turbo. One being that kids just weren't really interested in a series with cars. Like, why would they do that? Because there's already better transforming toys, which was one of the major things. Obviously, toys are a very important thing when it comes to kids marketing. Toys are kind of what makes sure that a show stays on longer. And for a while,
Lightspeed Rescue did the same, but a bit more thematic.
what was that?
Lightspeed Rescue did the same with vehicles, but
We'll
a
yeah,
bit more thematic.
we'll get into that one. We'll get into that one. Um, but yeah, that was the main problem. Plus, for the longest time up to this point in the 90s, Power Rangers was dominating the toy market, and once Turbo came out, nobody really wanted the Turbo figures because they didn't like the show, and they also didn't like that the vehicles were just cars. So they moved on to other transforming transforming toys, which was Beast Wars Transformers, as well as the remaining Generation 2 Transformer figures that were available as well. So it was official because Turbo had done such an awful job of trying to keep viewers and stuff interested. It would eventually be that In Space, it was officially announced to the people that were working on Power Rangers that In Space was going to be their very last show. They were no longer, once In Space was over, they weren't going to continue the series, so they
It
came up with a
wasn't.
whole plan. Well, this is the whole idea was like this was originally written so that it was supposed to be the end of the Power Rangers. Like this was supposed to be their end. They came up with an official ending and they did a whole bunch of things which we will talk about next. So, In Space actually did something that none of the other Power Rangers, excluding Mighty Morphin and even then not as deep, it went
Cute.
into a darker
They
tone.
cute.
It was a darker tone Power Ranger show, very darker tone. One of the things being the main Red Ranger's sister was kidnapped. Like that was his backstory. Is that his sister was kidnapped. The two of them were
That
playing,
was just
and
a
she just
backstory.
vanished. Yeah, that was like his backstory.
Oh, like origin, like
Like
okay,
his
okay,
origin
okay.
story was like the sister
Yeah.
gets kidnapped, and
I was
um,
kind of picturing like it just happens during the main plot, and they're like, oh well, okay, that happened, I guess.
so like the picture that I have here, where he's like looking at this thing, like this picture, it's him and his sister playing. He has
Yeah.
you actually do see he has flashbacks of of
Oh my
people
goodness.
of like the day that his sister went missing. The other thing was that there was definitely a more finality to characters, so some characters were actually like they wouldn't kill off main cast members, but any cast member that wasn't originally in
Yeah.
yet were technically dead.
Or if it was a main cast of the last seasons, they die.
Mm. Um, One of the big things was the revival. They did every season has a sixth ranger, which always tends to help pick up because the
The
sixth
Secret
ranger is
Six.
always, yeah, the secret sixth member is always a really good one. However, this one was a little bit more open, which was the silver ranger. And I have this picture, but this wasn't revealed until very recently in Boom Comics' run of Power Rangers, and I'll go into that a little bit. But during the show, it would every now and then you would see the Red Ranger would go into a room, and nobody knew what that room was. But in that room, he had his friend who was in a coma, basically, and he was the Silver Power Ranger, but he was technically dead.
He
um,
was Disney. He was frozen.
Oh.
yeah, like he was frozen, but there was more to it. It was interesting because they, again, it was something that they would eventually bring up later on, but this was something more in filling in the gaps and stuff between shows.
But what about the Quantum Ranger?
Quantum Ranger's in the future. That's not in this one.
No, sorry, I may be mixing names. There was one that it's the opposite. It's a Black Ranger, but with gold.
The Gold Ranger? That was in Zeo.
No. It's not in Zeo. There's one in space that make a
Oh, the black.
canyon.
Wait. Oh, it's no.
That's
That's the
it.
Red Ranger. It was his disguised armor.
Okay, I may be misremember things.
No, no, yeah, because I was what is it? He does have the disguise, but it was full black with gold trim, and it's the Red Rangers.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, and another thing that would eventually come back was it turned out that the sister, yeah, so the entire time the Red Ranger thought that his sister was dead, but
Okay.
then it turned out that no, she wasn't dead. She was kidnapped and brainwashed, and she was actually the main protagonist the entire time.
Oh. Oh, they went with that trope.
Yeah, they turned her into the
Yeah.
villain. It was a crazy
Yeah.
thing. This is like still very early, so it's like what? And yeah, it was a huge thing for kids. But again, this one had much darker tones when it came to the stories. One of them being the other thing that they introduced, which was my favorite thing about the Power Rangers in space, was the evil version of the Rangers, which was the Psycho Rangers,
Okay.
which were the most OP villains that they had because they were just wrecking Power Rangers left and right. Which was the introduction to the Secret Sixth Ranger, which was the Silver Ranger, where he would come back to life and then just beat the crap out of the Psycho Rangers.
Lore-wise, you get also in space, you get a bit of lore-wise why there are rangers, why people can create rangers, why the bad guys can create rangers. Technically, Rita Repulsa from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was a ranger, and
Yeah,
that Zordon that also was a ranger. It is sort of like a bad guy, not exactly the bad guy, but a bad guy.
well, okay, so Zordon's story is different, mostly because they did change. I think they changed a
It's
little
in
bit
the
of his
medium.
story
It changed in the
in.
comic, it changed in the show, it changed in the actual Japanese version.
Yeah, well yeah, the Japanese version is its own thing. But the for the story of this one, at least for the comics, because they did confirm that for Boom Comics run, everything that happened in Boom Comics is canon to the TV show because it was filling in gaps.
Okay.
But that itself is a story for another time because Boom Comics had some crazy new things that would come out for that one. One of them being that it did explain the reason why the Silver Ranger was in a coma, because on the planet that him and Andros, which is the Red Ranger, the two of them lived on, they were both the Rangers for they were on a whole team, and when their planet was attacked, they were defending it, and during the fight, and Andros would lose contact with his friend Zane, which was the Silver Ranger. And when he would find him, that's when he would find him basically dead, which is that panel that you see in the middle.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so in the comics, they actually just straight up showed that Zane died, and he would take him.
Dog.
It was like I said, it like the in space related stuff was a really dark time for like the whole thing. And again, this was the finality of it because by this point, the entire cast towards the end of the series would eventually step out of the shadows and be like, "Oh, we're the Power Rangers, and we need your help to like try and beat the bad guys." And they would reveal it. And the way that the show would end was one, Andros' sister would eventually like come to her senses and rejoin with her brother. Uh, and during the final fight, they had kidnapped Zordon, and Andros would be the one to destroy and kill uh basically Zordon, which would heal all the villains of like all of their villainy ways, basically.
Before we move on with this, I have one intrusive question.
Yes.
Who, for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the original cast,
Yeah.
was the person behind the brilliant idea, brilliant in quotations, of having all of the Rangers be define the color by their ethnicity?
I don't think it was originally like they really had like that was like their idea. They never really did it because of their ethnicity.
The only one safe from that was the Blue Ranger.
Yeah,
Unless
but
the color blue is somehow associated with Jewish.
that's crazy. No, to
Because
my
the Black Ranger was a black dude, the Yellow Ranger was an Asian girl, the Red Ranger was a Native American.
to my knowledge, the casting was just based off of whoever they picked. Like it was just whoever they felt was like a better suit for each character. It was never based off of like the color of their skin. They did
So
choose a more diverse. They did choose a more diverse cast because they did want to try and diversify it because obviously more kids would be interested if they saw somebody like themselves as a character.
they just apply a Captain Planet.
Yeah, basically. But it was never. But yeah, like which color they got, I don't think was ever really based off of their skin color. It was never. That was just memes that people would shit out.
It's too much in your face to be a coincidence. It would be fun if it was.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was mostly just like I think people just mostly memed it later. I call orange. But yeah, so the whole purpose of this series of In Space was supposed to be it was going to be the last Power Rangers, which was why not only at the end with Zordon being killed off, it was also going to be the end of Power Rangers connections to what they called the morphing grid. So at the end of the series, after Andros kills off Zordon, all of the Power Rangers lose their ability to be able to transform into the Power Rangers. So that would essentially be the end of the Power Rangers. Um,
Until
well, yeah, this was like the way that they were. This was just supposed to be the end, but because the show did darker tones and was a much more serious show, yeah, there was still the goofiness of it, obviously, because it's a kid show. But because this was a much darker show and had darker tones compared to the previous shows, it would eventually bring in a new era for the Power Rangers. And because of that, because it was a darker tone, there were more people watching it and more people were getting into it. So eventually, it would bring this new era of Power Rangers, which would be Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, Power Rangers Rescue, the Lightspeed
The
Rescue,
Lightspeed Rescue.
and then the Power Rangers Time Force. Which color is your favorite? Also, isn't one of the Power Rangers autistic? I mean, you could say the Blue Ranger's autistic if you
It depends on
squint.
which iteration, but it is usually the green one or the blue one.
Yeah, because they always choose like they're always the smart ones. Like that's what they. I guess that's what would be considered autistic. I don't know. I can't say. But I would
I
say,
don't know. The one that goes ay 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 is a robot that it's no longer
ay ay
in this new
ay.
era.
Well, actually, so the new era would not have a a robot like that anymore. He was dead. In one of the movies, it was official. I believe. Oh yeah. In the what is it? In the live action movie that came out like in the
Oh,
2010s,
we don't
I
talk
think
about the live
that one
action.
was
We don't
the
talk about that movie.
that one was that's the one where they talked about how they were autistic.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Is it that bad?
It was okay. It wasn't great, but it was
It
Oh.
was
okay.
an okay movie, but the fandom generally hated.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
not it's not it's not
Okay.
the favorite, but yeah. And to answer your question, my favorite Ranger was always the green/white Ranger from the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Ah, I'm going too far. Okay, but yes, so this would be the new era. Thank you for the hydrate, Astro. The new era of Power Rangers, like I said, was Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, and then Time Force. Now, when it came to what?
Hi.
Hi, hi there, Omni.
I can always tell it's Omni as soon as
I
that
am
gift comes up.
Yeah, that's how you know. Omni, my slime babe. I've trained Minty. That's crazy. How are you, Omni? I've l- I've like only used it if Minty
yeah,
is
I'm
around.
apathetic.
Dang, so you did. So you did train Minty.
um, I mean, you're right. I have been
Thank you.
toddler.
Hi, Frasi.
Is
Hi,
that your whip?
hi. Thank you for subscribing. I'm good. I'm good.
Hi, Farsi.
Oh, Frasi. It it's how she knows me. No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, obviously. What up,
Shiny here.
Shiny?
I gotta
Hi,
go.
Daddy.
Hi, Shiny. Finished watching the best ARG of all time. Yeah? What would you watch? Can't stay dealing with stuff. Nah, take care of it. Take care of it, Frazzy. You got this. Don't worry. My favorite
Nepson?
Nepson. Nephew/stepson. That was amazing. What ARG were you watching? Good
It's
night,
gonna be Spirit, the
Astro.
little
Get
one.
good eeps. It was
Good
gonna
night,
be.
Astro.
I bet you the
Good night,
ARG is on
Astro.
Cinder's feet. Finding a world that doesn't exist and destroying a world that doesn't exist. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh, it's the Minecraft AIG.
Oh, psychological horror. It was amazing. Interesting. Hmm. Go to check it out. But anyway, so when it came to Lost Galaxy, basically two people try to stop a god escaping a digital world to the real world. Interesting. Why does this just sound like the amazing digital circus?
Oh, I kind of see that actually.
Oh,
Oh.
that
Focuses
one weird
around the
episode of Black
concept
Mirror.
of the king in yellow. I'm starting to think it is.
By the way, are you gonna watch the movie of Amazing Digital Circus?
I didn't even know that they have had a movie coming.
I
They
think the
have a
last
movie
one came out.
coming that is gonna be the finale, and it's gonna be only available for 1 or 2 weeks at most in theaters before they release it in their channel.
Interesting. Muffin says she is, so I guess I am. Basically, a god, if viewed, will give you all the knowledge of the universe, making you mad. Interesting. I think we were right. Shiny just got excited that there's a movie.
I don't think it's airing in the UK, Shiny.
You don't think so?
No, so far I
Not
don't
yet.
think there's
Not
big
yet.
numbers.
Mm-mm-mm.
There, I mean, there's a possibility, but yeah, so far, yeah.
They say they're trying to
Why
get
are
a
you
UK
blaming
release
Minty?
alongside
How,
the Australian release.
how is this my
So far,
fault?
they only have all of the United States, actually all of Latam and Japan, as
Minty
well
also
as
missed the watch along on purpose. Is this true, Minty? Did you miss it on purpose?
He asked when I was free and then told me a date. I said I'll be doing the podcast at that time. He said, "Great, freedom."
She wonders why my hate is labeled. I don't think
So,
so.
so you tell me.
I guess all three of us are missing it on quote unquote purpose.
Yeah,
FF Minty. What does it matter with you? Crazy.
a lot of things. Where do you want me to start?
Yeah, last time you asked that question, you told her not to start the list because she already had the
Yeah.
list. Yeah, but you and XP are fine. Oh, okay, cool. Guess this is
thanks,
all
I
on
guess.
you, Minty.
On me, I guess.
Other than your acquaintance. Also, oh, there's an also.
Look, Loki kind of fucked. Loki kind of fucked. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, apparently so. Do your PowerPoint on trains finally, Minty.
I don't want to
And
do
come as the engine.
it.
Why the fuck did your raggy ass put me in trash tier on Snap?
Because I didn't want to put you in a tier by yourself, so I put you in one with Jebby.
Wait,
And
so
Jebby couldn't go higher than trash.
Why does it feel that Shiny and Javi are Team Rocket in Minty's life?
I feel like it. Put me with the others.
It was looking a bit full up there.
Why me? The fuck?
I feel like you're focusing on the wrong issues.
What issue should they be focused on?
That she
D-
gives him special attention. Now,
Yeah,
how
yeah, yeah.
that special attention is labeled is a different matter.
So I
Way
put
better than the
mine
answer I was
at
gonna
the
give. It was gonna be the
bottom
moon.
in the. This is why I put put you on mine at the bottom in the corner, not even on the list. Also, brush your goddamn hair.
No.
See how much attention Shiny is giving to Minty? A
This is
lot.
a lot
That's a
of
lot of
Minty.
dedication. And then
Yeah,
he
this is
says
a lot.
he
Yeah,
doesn't care about you.
It's cause
exactly.
you're his Oshi.
I mean, there's not.
We confirmed it last time, didn't we? That you're his Oshi.
Yup.
Yeah, I
Yup.
remember
Yup.
that vividly.
Oh yeah, I was asking Minty, why are you aware there's a shiny rule that is with your name?
A shiny
Yeah.
rule? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
In Shiny
Yeah.
server, there's a rule that say do not spam DM Minty.
Do you know what?
Don't spam the Minty. That's because he was asking me about rules and asked if you could just copy mine. I said, yeah, little bro. No
he just
And
worries.
he
I
legit
he
copy
just
I
directly.
paste.
copied exactly.
He legit did not change the homework.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Shiny is my stepbrother. That's right.
Yeah. And
I
then
find it
immediately
pathetic
after,
a species like her dares to rank me on the same level as mitosis spawn of a worm. Alright, Shiny,
is there
you
a
fucking
shiny
Shiny,
Ruby?
not to
disappoint
make it a
me.
point that I am the type of guy that actually read the terms and conditions before hitting accept.
I did read my own rules. I can't be asked. I didn't expect anyone to actually read the rules. I knew those looked familiar.
You were wrong.
Yeah, so did like almost everyone else. So everyone read the rules except for you, Shiny. You didn't read your own rules.
Big Wayne. Big Wayne.
Big boy, big boy.
Uh,
Yes, dang, cwazy, cwazy. Okay, before I talk about Lost Galaxy, I need to use the restroom.
okay.
So I shall be right back. Entertain the shiny and
I can do that.
guests.
I can do that. I'm capable of that. I'm capable of that. Shiny, who's your favorite Disney princess? Jebby, who's your favorite Disney princess? That's right? No. No, what do you think this is?
A
Circus
no, I'm not gonna complete the joke. Mint is gonna get uncomfortable. Just saying,
My
I was
favorite.
some kind of club.
No.
Let's say it was a ping pong club.
My favorite Disney princess is Snow White. Of course, your favorite prince, Jebby's. Actually, no, wait. Jebby is a Disney princess. I forgot about that. I drew Jebby as a Disney princess.
What did I say? He's shutting me. Of course,
Tanka
is
doesn't.
of course yours is Snow White. If this is Minty's white joke again,
Actually, yeah, actually. What Disney princess? Google it. Google's free.
yeah, Shiny, you weren't here before, but we were even ranting about why some Disney princesses are not considered Disney princess.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Shiny
Uh,
calling Minty white.
Yeah,
again,
again.
Disney Twigs.
Who's your favorite Disney princess? Chubby. Shut
I
it.
guess Milo's a Disney twig. Wait, no, it's not for it.
Are there no? I need to see this Jebby princess now. Yeah, I want to see I want to see a
Wait,
Jebby princess.
I'll have to find it. Where did I save it?
Cinderella or
Hold
something.
on.
Disney. You're white. I won't stand for it. What do you mean you won't stand for it? What does that even mean?
sit, sit down then.
Say half the time.
Sit down, little bro.
Yeah, makes sense, Shiny.
You don't gotta stand for everything, bro. It's cool.
What are you complaining for then? Just complaining for the sake of complaining. Christ. Okay, where is this?
I'm gonna assume Jebby's favorite Disney princess is Rapunzel. I have
It's
no
Jebby.
reason to believe why or so, I'm just random guessing.
That's called being a Twitch chatter? What do you mean called being a Twitch chatter?
He's not wrong.
What, laying down?
Finding something to complain about.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Ah, it sounds about right.
So we ignore Shiny from here on.
Ah, if we want to. Would
There's a safe rule.
Rapunzel do? No.
Yeah,
Shiny.
yeah, we're
All
ignoring
right,
Shiny now.
all right, Shiny. That's kind of easy.
Minus 1
Ex-
point, Shiny.
Exclamation mark vanish, buddy.
That's
You
it.
know the drill.
That's it. Let me
Oh god,
Let
you can't
him
spell it. You couldn't even fucking spell it.
Jeffy wants some to cook. Hold on.
Stop encouraging your child.
It's fine. I took a screenshot. It's okay. You can't really vanish, actually.
No, could he not?
No,
Oh, never mind.
it's not an actual thing.
Oh, there we go.
Opens
I'll put it in
incognito
the.
mode. Hey, yo. Don't be opening incognito mode here. Crazy.
There we go. I've sent the Snow, Jebby, Johnny, John, and PP.
Oh.
I drew this myself. I was very proud of it.
Oh. This has nothing to do with today's topic, but it needs to be shared with everyone. It's a good drawing. It is a good drawing.
Oh,
Oh. Look at him. It is beautiful. Look at his face. Look at his little face.
Princess. I don't think I've put that in the Discord. I keep meaning to.
Princess
Queen
Chevy.
says.
Chevy.
Princess
Oh yeah.
I forgot that existed.
Love how she can do really cute art and stuff, but does nothing with such skills.
I
My
think
hair is black,
there's.
by the way.
Yeah, I needed to draw it wrong. I can't remember why. There was a reason.
My pixel art, my pic mix, streamiversary doodles. Beautiful. No wonder ice
We'll get
fell.
to them.
Yeah. Is this Jevy? Is this what you were wearing when when you met Ice? Be honest now. Oh, that didn't work. Hell yeah, it was crazy. It's because the cats keep bringing me animals all the time. The art made me straight. Hey yo, were you not straight?
He is now.
It's an interesting, very interesting, shiny. Femboy Miku and male Mikus. So is that what you were into before Minty made you art, or before Sev got you impregnated?
Tell
Just
me
one.
your Disney princess, Shiny. I'll drill on.
What? You kiss girls?
Hey, Shiny, random hypothetical. If male Miku existed IRL and was totally into you, will you be with male Miku?
You're not twinkifying me. I think it's honest.
I think we know the answer to that.
Oh,
Of course
Shiny
he
said
will
they'd
be
be gay.
gay. I'm just saying. But it's Miku.
I'd be gay. I don't care. See that right there, Minty, is your okay to twinkify.
On it.
I wore that dress so Ice could. I need someone to take a screenshot of that and then send it to me so I can send it to Ice.
Which part?
What Jebby just said.
Already on it.
I need to send this to Ice. That shit's making laugh. What the fuck?
It's perfect that it kind of goes underneath the picture too, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know many Disney princesses. I have too many screenshots in too short a time, but I got it. Let's go on.
Doesn't it fit you?
Is there any that fit him? No.
I mean,
Actually, let me send that as an image itself.
I was thinking like Cinderella, because like the glass slipper, disco ball kind of feel like they kind of go hand in hand, you know? The color scheme also. I could see it. Cinderella! Cinderella.
Cinderella.
What year did Cinderella movie come out? Was it 1952? Cinderella 952.
Alright,
I
now to
think.
locate
Could be.
ice, so that way I can send it to ice. There's ice.
See what year it came out. Is it 1950? It might be 950. Yeah, 1950, so 950.
Perfect.
Cinderella
Now
950.
I cannot wait for ice to see this message. Yeah, we ain't making. I'm too manly and dilf like to be a twink. Oh, did someone send it to you already? I send it low. Well, you can send them all. Send all of the clips. I'll put them on the Discord. But anyway, okay. So
Anywho's it's
anywho's let us get back on track real quick.
Burger King foot lettuce.
Sure.
Burger King food lettuce. Bed for me. Good night, Shiny.
Good night.
Stop gooning. Shiny, stop
Goonies.
lying to yourself. I know you're gooning. Anyway, so Lost Galaxy came directly after Power Rangers in Space, and the reason they ended up making a new Power Rangers was because of the darker tones of the previous of Power Rangers in Space. More people were more interested in watching Power Rangers. So they were like, well, now that we have more people interested, we can actually keep the show going. So then
So basically,
came,
the kid audience grew up into a bit of edgy teenagers.
yeah, I mean, there was already like some teenagers that were already kind of watching it, but now it had gone in a darker direction, which was exactly the direction that it needed to go in order to like try and keep that audience that they wanted. So in doing so, they decided to continue with the same tone of Power Rangers in Space. In fact, they kind of made this one a little bit darker, because literally the beginning of the series, Earth is dying. Actually, no,
Oh,
just straight up dies.
just straight up. No.
Yeah, so they escape and the people escape and go into a special colony, which is this picture on the far left of a space colony, and they live there for a while as they try and find a new planet that would be suitable for them to live. The Red Ranger in this series, however, is also an alien, and him and the other Rangers here. Actually, wait, what's it? No, 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 I'm thinking of the wrong one. The five
In
of
this
them.
one, all the cast is new. The only all cast members are the non-ranger humans in the colony, Ball and Skull,
Yeah,
or the professor.
they were the only members that were still original, and even then they didn't show as much of them in this one. This was an entirely brand new cast, a new and like I said, new Power Rangers that were not, even though they
It was a
are,
reboot for the edgy era.
yeah, basically. So they're living in space. They get their new powers through a separate thing that is still connected to the morphing grid, which gives
Happy
them the.
birthday, Shint. I got him pregnant.
I trust me, Seb. I know.
Okay.
I know you got him.
Hi, Sam.
What up, Seb?
Sadly, Shiny just went to bed,
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
allegedly.
mention.
But okay, so yes, now they're living in space. Once again, we have another situation where it seems as though the Red Ranger's brother is dead. That's weird. I didn't see him there.
Lol said.
We have another situation where the Red Ranger thinks that his brother is dead. However, unlike in the other one, unlike the one from the previous series, he didn't turn into a villain or anything. But he would eventually come back as their sixth Ranger. But he wasn't actually. See, this is where they definitely started to change things a little bit because he wasn't a Ranger. He was I'm looking up the name right now, but he was like they called him a Guardian.
Okay.
I mean, it was a ranger in all of that, but in title, it wasn't a ranger.
Yeah, in title he wasn't a Ranger, but he was the I have it right here. The Magna Defender.
Centurion, warrior, something like
No, it was
that.
the
I forgot.
it was the Magna Defender. I just looked it
Okay.
up. So yeah, so he was the Magna Defender, and once again they would do the what is it? They had like a little moment of that. But then this is where things got like definitely a little bit darker. Like this is where I say that it definitely got a lot darker. Was the return of the Psycho Rangers would occur, and the Pink Psycho Ranger would straight up murder the Pink Ranger from the team, the original Pink Ranger from the team. And they actually just showed it straight. They showed it
Oh.
on TV where she just gets shanked and dies.
Which is weird in a way because the cast has been changing colors and powers throughout until space.
Yeah,
Not all of them conserve the actual title of the color ranger they had.
yeah. But yeah, so in this one, they straight up kill off the Pink Power Ranger. But this would be the return of one character from the previous show, which was Andros' sister, who would take up the mantle of the Pink Ranger for the team. However, she would also have her own issues because many of them still remember
Yeah,
the fact
also
that she
Alpha
was a
was
villain.
there, right?
Hmm?
Also Alpha was there, right?
No, Alpha was already gone.
Alpha
Fair.
was in Lost Galaxy.
I don't think Alpha was in Lost Galaxy. If I remember correctly, they had already gotten rid of they got rid of that stuff.
I'm pretty sure the Alpha was there as a trash item they found there.
Yeah, yeah, he was. He was a trash item that they found. But yeah, so then they would continue on, um, and eventually they actually would find a place for them to live. However, before doing so, the colony itself would actually be destroyed. They nuked it. They nuked the
It just keeps going from bad to worse.
yeah, the colony would get the space colony, the ship that they were in would eventually be destroyed. But this is already towards the end of the series. Right before the end, they would find a new planet that they would take over and would basically be like a new Earth for them. And the Lost Galaxy Rangers would return their their swords to the stones that they pulled them from, and they would lose their powers of the Power Rangers basically. And that would be the end of the Lost Galaxy. But this one was again, they continued that dark edgy tone, and they would continue with it being like, "Oh yeah, it's dark. It's not the funny Power Rangers that you used to know. Yeah, they're still goofy because it's still for kids, but it's not but it's more serious now. There's actual consequences for actions and things like that."
Also, all of the dark tones for this, it didn't matter in the end because they got retconned by the next.
What?
The Earth dying, surprise, never die.
Well, I mean, I just chalk it up to the fact that like they have a new planet and they
Hmm.
just call it Earth. Because I mean, they don't really talk about it after that. But anyway, um, so next comes Lightspeed Rescue, and would you look at that? We have a similarity again once again. Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. I used to watch this one. I was into it, but again, this was another one that kind of returned it to its previous formula,
Um,
which was
To my
more.
understanding, Lightspeed Rescue is what should be happening parallel to Lost Galaxy, to whatever happened in Earth, and this was quote unquote the foundation of something that of an organization that will be Ranger oriented, creating teams that later on become SPD and the Time Force thingy.
Well, Time Force would be the one to establish the creation of Power Rangers more often. Because yes, these were man-made Power Rangers, the Lightspeed team, but it would definitely be more. It would definitely be solidified in the following series, which would also eventually be the end. But we'll get to that right now. Um, so Lightspeed Rescue had the same issue that Turbo had. Turbo Lightspeed being that it was a little bit, it wasn't as dark and it wasn't as like edgy as the previous one. And this one once again went back to the formula of not having very original vehicles because their whole thing was like more related to like public uh, public workers, so firefighters, police officers, and things like that. So once again, their vehicles were basically just those. And around the same time that that was happening, Transformers in Disguise was happening. So once again, the toys and the series would flump over thanks to
Overlap.
Transformers.
yeah, yeah.
Yep. So once again, Transformers it just comes in, steals all their money, and says "fuck you," and thus brings
Sadly,
us to.
we are the better established franchise.
Mhm. And thus brings us to the second time, the second major time that it seemed like the Power Rangers was going to completely end.
Yeah, Lightspeed Rescue didn't last much, right? It was the
Yeah,
second
Lightspeed.
shortest.
Well, at this point they were no longer at to this point they were no longer doing like multiple seasons anyway. They were only doing one season of each.
One main
Uh,
story and only extended if it was having high rating.
yeah, because what is it? They started doing like the same thing that Japan was doing, which was one season of one series, and then move on to a new series. And once
Oh,
again,
this
even
one,
hmm?
I was about to say, Time Force is the one that tried to become a telenovela.
Yeah, this one was, and this was again they learned their lesson again because all of a sudden they went back to their darker tones. But one thing about this is like once again for the past three series they did not continue the like with the same people. So the Rangers in Lost Galaxy were not the Rangers in Lightspeed Rescue, and Lightspeed Rescue's cast was not the cast in what would be Time Force.
This is the first ever canon romanceable cast.
Yes, this was the very first time that love was
Canonically,
okay this was okay so it technically no it was not the first time that romance was a thing because initially in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers
yeah,
the
they
original
did
Pink
the
Ranger
will
and
they, won't they.
yeah the original Pink Ranger and the Green Ranger had their will they won't they moments which would then culminate with them never getting together in the first place because the Pink Ranger would leave. Thank you for the
That's
hydrate
why I
chair.
say this is the very first canon. Hi, chair.
Hi, Jay.
Well, this is the first romance, like actual characters falling in love and actually dating. But it's not the but yeah, but again, it's not because later on it's established that the Green Ranger actually um did marry the second Pink Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
It was my head canon that if the Red Ranger die, it will
Fuck
create
you,
a
chair.
time paradox and all of the events will never happen.
Sev, that's crazy. Gaster, I just want you to know I turned left at the crossroads to find you, but you're not nerdy enough to understand that. You're right. I'm not nerdy enough to understand it. I know you want to, Sevu Woo. You're crazy. But anyway, so yeah. So once again, Time Force would take Power Rangers, as this was again supposed to be their last show. They would then once again take it in the darker direction. So would you care to take a guess as to how they would want to start this series?
With someone dying.
I was gonna
Exactly.
say with everyone happy and healthy.
Not only would they choose the somebody dying, they chose to do it in the most horrifically sad way you could possibly ever do it.
Oh, yay!
So in this, it starts off in the future with the Red Ranger and his team going out to stop these criminals that are escaping and trying to escape to go back in time so that way they can take over sooner. And the Pink Ranger on the team, she is the fiance of the Red Ranger who would then watch from a distance as her fiance is beaten and stabbed and killed in front of her eyes. So yes, this would once again this would take it in the craziest direction. Once again, we're back down that dark, edgy tone. But this one, they definitely knew exactly what they were doing in this. It wasn't like just dark for the sake of dark. They definitely wanted this one to be more serious in their tone. And I do like it. This is one of the few series that I actually watched from beginning to end.
You call it more serious, I call it telenovela.
Well, concerning like yeah, it is a novella, but it's still but you have to admit that even a novella takes itself seriously and has more serious
I don't know,
stories.
a telenovela is something that is quote unquote serious, but at random it becomes one of the most goofiest things that you're like, this doesn't make sense, but it's funny and makes some sort of sense in universe.
Mm, yeah, yeah. Um, so in order to catch, so the four remaining Rangers, they decide to go back in time to stop the criminals that escaped. And wouldn't you know it, just so happens that in the past there seems to be a doppelganger of her fiance.
It is not the same actor, it's just someone that kind of looks alike.
Hmm. Yeah. So
So
hold
the
on.
plot mechanic here that they try to say is that, okay, we lost our Red Ranger, and we cannot be Rangers if all of the genetic code activator of the Ranger devices are in place. So in other words, they cannot do the transformation if they don't have a Red Ranger. And they cannot have a Red Ranger because it has a genetic code that activates with the now dead Red
Yeah,
Ranger.
and just so you know, XP, it actually is the same actor.
Oh, it was?
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
played by Jason Font.
Oh, I misremember then.
Yeah, although I can see why like you would think that because like over on the picture of when the first Red Ranger dies, his hair looks darker compared to the one over on the other side. So I could see it. I could see it being like people would mistake them for different actors. One definitely does have darker hair than the other. But
I don't remember when was the last time I did a big marathon of Power Rangers only because I want to know about the lore.
mm,
So these details are a very just one last thing in my mind. I don't pay much attention to it.
that's fair.
Reminder, most of Power Rangers episodes are a bit repetitive.
Yeah, no, they are. They are. But anyway, okay, so back to this. So Time Force, yes, the first this would be like a strange. It would also start with a will they won't they because the Pink Ranger is constantly not wanting to fall in love with this person who looks like her fiance but is not her fiance kind of thing.
Okay.
I've been binging Daredevil one's so binging Daredevil one's so good. Oh, she's telling chair. But yeah, so there's that. But then there's also an awesome. This was one of my favorite things. Was there was like a huge rivalry between the main Red Ranger and the person who was on a police task force kind of thing. That the police task force being created by the Red Ranger of this time's his dad started the task force, and his best friend would be the basically like the head of the task force. And when it's revealed later on that that the character from the future, the Red Ranger, it turns out that he's not dead, he's alive. He sends he sends backup because he's like, "Oh yeah, this should help the Red Ranger. It's what they call the quantum morpher." And when he sends it, the Red Ranger's not the one that gets it. It's his friend who gets it. And because of this, he's able to transform into what is known as the Quantum Ranger, and thus there's a heated rivalry between the Red Ranger and the Quantum Ranger as the Quantum Ranger and his task force is trying to basically arrest the Power Rangers.
Okay, telenovela.
Exactly. Yeah, it gets wild, but as I said, it's taken in a more it gets really wild, but they take it seriously compared to like other shows
It
or
can
compared to
only
other
get
Power
more
Ranger shows.
telenovela if the Quantum Ranger is after the Pink Ranger
Yeah,
in romance.
that'd be the only thing that would make it even more. But so yeah, so time travel's still a thing. It's crazy. There's a lot of weird things that occur because of the time travel stuff. But in the end, the main thing that is important is the fact that even though finally at the end of the series, the Pink Ranger finally accepts the fact that she's in love with this character, they have to sacrifice their love because
Aw.
because she has to return to her timeline or to her time, or else it's not going to work out because then it'll destroy whole time zones and stuff, timelines and stuff, and it goes crazy. Cattywampus,
But he
crazy.
keep being the Red Ranger just without a team.
Yeah, well, the other thing about the fact that they have to go is that they do take back their abilities to morph. So they take back the quantum morpher and they take back the Red Ranger morpher. But they do leave behind some technology that would eventually be used to initiate what would be Power Rangers SPD, the police force of Power
Oh.
Rangers. So yeah, it is. So yeah, this show was basically the lead in to what would eventually be Power Rangers SPD. Because after this, there would be things like Dino Thunder and other things, but they had nothing. They were not
Things that are more mythical than sci-fi.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be connected up until SPD, which they unintentionally canonized the fact that yes, the two worlds, like the SPD and Lightspeed Rescue, are directly like connected with the fact that the Blue Ranger's dad was a Red Ranger in the Time Force armor, but was working for SPD.
I believe it was somewhere in the canon that they say that Time Force is one of the main reasons why Lightspeed Rescue sort of saved the planet, because in Lost Galaxy it was supposed to be the planet Doom and people were escaping.
Well, no, because like there is the episode where Lightspeed does come out in Time Force, but it's just because the demons from Lightspeed teamed up with the mutants from Time Force and fought. But there
Mutants
was never
against time.
mutants and
It's
demons
complicated.
versus Lightspeed and Time Force. Yeah, that was it. But it really wasn't like it wasn't like that. The
Which
two
of the two?
well the two Rangers series would eventually lead into like the more man-made Power Rangers being like SPD and stuff.
Because there's one thing that is very retconning, and that is that all of the seasons are canon instead of that they all exist at the same time. Well,
Well,
same time in quotation.
not like same time exactly, just like they are like one after the other.
Same time, like you wanna bring it in a better term.
Um, no, I guess I wouldn't be able to come up with a better term than same time. So yeah. I mean, like they all lead into each other. They're all part of like the same team. They all kind of stick around for each other and things like that. But yeah, this would technically be the end of the Power Rangers again. But once again, this was such a popular show. This one ended up being so popular because, again, they took it in that darker tone. They had romance and things like that. And because of that, it ended up bringing back Power Rangers once more. But it also would be around the same time that the show it would also be sold to Disney
Okay.
for quite a lot of money.
Moolah.
Yup, plenty
It
of
didn't
money.
last.
Yeah, no, it didn't last. I think if I remember correctly,
Oh.
I think SPD or R it was another what was it? I think it was RPD
Yeah,
or something.
remember that Disney is like, okay, I don't want those darker tones. I want this to be as family friendly as possible. But man, there were a lot of toys.
Yeah, but the other thing about the toys was that they actually like
I'm gonna
they cheaped out.
shove a dick in your ass or something. I don't know.
That's called AC. Hi, Carl. Once again,
Hi.
Hey there.
okay, so the last one that Disney had was I think it was either Super Samurai or Mega Force, one of those two.
Mega
But
Force.
yeah, and that would be the last show that Disney would have. So Disney took over for Wild Force all the way down to Mega Force. But the only ones that were actually that I remember and that I thought were that I would consider like successful were Wild Force, Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, and SPD. Uh,
Wolf Force was a success in toys.
hmm Yeah, Wild Force was a success when it came to the toys.
I mean, literally, they were designed as animal transformables combining in different
hmm
shapes.
When did Disney own Power Rangers? Disney owned Power Rangers.
It didn't own Power Rangers. It has the commercial rights and distribution,
They used to have
but
it.
they did not own the IP.
Oh, okay. So actually, I have the correct list of the Disney era of Power Rangers. It was actually I was right. It was RPM. RPM was the last um, Disney Power Rangers, and they bought the franchise in 2001 for $5.2 billion.
Okay.
Um,
A lot of money.
yeah, it was quite a bit of money. But they would then sell it back to Saban in 2010, and he would buy it back at an extreme fraction of the price because nobody else wanted to buy it except for him.
Because it didn't have ratings.
Well, because around that time Disney wasn't exactly doing well. Again, so Wild Force was a success, Ninja Storm was a success, Dino Thunder was a success, and SPD was a success. Mystic Force was okay, but this was around the
But it was
time.
the beginning of the downfall.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the downfall because one, ratings started to drop, and two, around that time Disney was no longer Disney decided to go cheaper with their toys. So the toys weren't as fun or as interesting or as
Yeah.
articulate as the
I
other ones. So Mystic Force was starting to lose ratings. Then
I
Overdrive
mean,
came out.
honestly, what did Mystic Force has to offer as a story?
Honestly, the only thing that I'd never even watched Mystic Force, but the only thing that I knew about Mystic Force was that the
They got
sixth
cell
ranger,
phones.
the white ranger, the one that was in charge of them. The only thing that I knew about that was that she actually was originally she was Rita Repulsa, but she decided to rejoin the Power Ranger group, and that's who her team was.
Yeah, in the canon wise, Rita was originally good, but was destined to be bad. Then she married an evil lord
Then
named Lord Zed. Then she got sort of purged by the end
of
of
in
in
yeah,
space.
at the end in space, she got
Then she
purged, and then
became
she regained her abilities and became the leader for Mystic Force.
she changed her name to do not attract attention from the actual Rangers that remember her and do not know her character development arc.
Yeah.
And then she created a new set of Rangers.
Yeah, which was which was Mystic Force, which is all about magic.
Yeah,
It was the
that's
whole
the
thing about magic.
only interesting part, and it's not because of Mystic Force. It's just only for the Rita Repulsa lore that it was the very first bad guy of Power Rangers.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, Saban made a hell of a lot of money. But yeah, it was that was like the main and most interesting part of Mystic Force was just the fact that one of the returning villains was turned out to be a good person.
And it's a background setting, not even a part of the story that they present. It was nothing. They legit as a story it was, oh, we are generic good guys against generic bad guys. What is
Hmm.
our motivation? They are bad and we are good. End of story.
Exactly, exactly. And then once again, Overdrive, Jungle Fury, RPM. I don't remember anything from any of those. And the only thing I remember from Overdrive, and I only know from RPM just because obviously it's kind of in the name, is the fact that they're both vehicle related. So once again, it's not like really kids are really interested in normal vehicles when it comes to their Megazords. So like
Yeah.
and again, this is in 2000 like 2002 and stuff. So by the time of these coming out, Michael Bay's Transformers were already coming out too. So once again, kids would rather play with the Michael Bay Transformers than to play with Power Rangers.
It was legit tap water of drinks among
Hmm.
many other beverages. It
Yeah,
was bad.
yeah,
It was bad not for being bad. It was bad because it didn't have any flavor like any other. You even wanted it to be bad for something memorable, but no, it was not memorable because they didn't have anything.
Yeah, yeah, because arguably the first four Power Rangers that Disney owned at that time were probably the best Power Rangers that Disney could have ever produced. Because Wild Force was really cool, the toys were cool, plus they had the really cool Silver Wolf Ranger, which was like he was half a villain because he was possessed by a demon, by a wolf demon, and that made it more interesting. And he was an interesting character.
They literally made a Transformers story based on animals just to sell toys, and it
Hmm.
was good.
Yeah, exactly. And then following that was Ninja Storm, and I loved Ninja Storm. That one was a really cool one. Um, Wolf Demon, woof woof.
The one that say, "Oh, we only begin with three set of Rangers, but
Yeah,
surprise, we now have three Secret Rangers."
yeah. Which to be fair, I kind of liked the smaller teams. The smaller teams were kind of my favorite. So it was like the red, blue, and yellow Rangers starting off. Plus, when they introduced the Thunder Rangers, those guys were my favorite. Plus the Green Samurai Ranger, absolutely amazing. There are two wolves inside me. I can't.
Anyway, I only marathon the Power Rangers until the Pirates one. I forgot the name.
Oh, I know. I think I know which one you're talking. I think it's I think that one's Mega Force. Because Mega Force went on for like a while, and there were two. There was a pirate one. But I remember. So of the Disney one, the ones that I actually watched from beginning to end was Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, and SPD. Those three were the ones that I was like super into.
Dino Thunder did better the bring back something from the previous cast and make it a good point.
Yes.
Because unlike Rita Repulsa being the bad guy turned into a good guy, this was, oh, remember that Red Ranger that became then the Green Ranger that became the White Ranger that then became the Red Ranger? Where we're bringing him back. He's old, but he's now the Black Ranger, and he's quote unquote the leader of the team aside from not being the Red Ranger.
Yeah, so Dino Thunder would bring back the actor Jason David Frank, and he would reprise his role as the character that
Tony.
was Tommy. He would reprise his role as Tommy, but he was like a paleontologist, and he was the teacher for the students who would eventually find his secret lab. That would then prove that he was a Power Ranger because they would even watch a video that show that literally just recapped all of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from his introduction. Uh, but then following the end of Dino Thunder would be another really good series, which was SPD, which again kind of followed that same like novella style where it was like they were
Yes,
basically like is basically kids Law and Order kind of.
Oh,
that one actually has a good story to follow and many unsensical things that you go like, haha, funny.
Yeah. Yeah, what is it? SPD was definitely a good one, and one of the main ones that they actually tend to come back to. So what is it? I didn't put them in here because they do the Boom comic series, the Boom comic run of Power Rangers itself deserves its own whole like conversation. But I will say because Boom did like deepen the lore when it came to Power Rangers a lot. One of them, obviously for In Space, was the fact that the Silver Ranger was killed in combat.
mm,
But when it came down to SPD, they actually expanded it because the actor Jason David Frank was asked to come back to help write the final, basically Tommy's last time being a Power Ranger.
oh,
And he with his help they did like an entire like graphic novel run of of basically his son was an undercover SPD ranger, finding out about like some evil group that was creating evil Power Rangers also, but like they were only temporary Power Rangers. And every time Tommy would transform, that would be the last time that he was able to transform into that Power Ranger. And it was set to random. So anytime he would
okay.
transform, it wasn't guaranteed that he would get which ranger he would get.
And by the way, Tommy had the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Ninja Rangers, the Zeo Ranger, not the Turbo. He wasn't there. He was.
No,
He
he did.
didn't
No,
have
he did have turbo.
Sorry, it was the In Space that he didn't have, right?
Yeah, In Space was the only one that he didn't have.
Okay,
Um,
he had the CEO, the Turbo. He didn't have the In Space because then Astro became the leader. Obviously, he's not in Galaxy, and then it was nothing until you go back and he became the teacher.
yeah. Well, okay. So, well, yeah. The when it came to the comic book, they actually changed it because they took out the ninja. They took out the ninja form.
Oh,
When
they got Ninja.
well,
The Ninja Rangers no
they
longer exist.
it wasn't that they retconned it. It was that since it was still connected to the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they just made it to where when he transformed, it was either that he would transform into either the green or white rain. Like he would transform into the green and white ranger. That was it. Like his like the white tiger form and then his green dragon form. Those were like the ones that he would transform, not into his ninja form.
Yeah,
Yeah, I understand why. It was like there was a lot when it came to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They literally mashed together so many different Rangers. Like even the lore for the White Ranger, technically the White Ranger wasn't even supposed to come out in that series.
I mean, in canon it makes sense because when they did cameos for the anniversary of the franchise,
Yeah.
they usually bring at the very minimum one member of previous cast.
Yeah.
And usually they say some lines that imply that, oh, this is the last ever time that they will be able to transform because insert plot reason. But it actually was like, well, our contract says that we will have one more cameo or something like that, and we just use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it came to Jason David Franks though, he was the face of Power Rangers for a very long time. Up
The
until
most recognizable character.
Yeah, it wasn't until his unexpected death that they that he was no longer considered the face. But even then, even now he's still considered the face of Power Rangers because of how recognizable he is. But because of his untimely death,
I think he actually had also a cameo in the Pirate Rangers thingy, but not as a Power Ranger, just as himself, as an ex-Ranger.
no, he did. So he did come back, and that was when he got what was called the Master Morpher, which is it was basically like his original, like the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Morpher, but inside it had every single, like a coin of every single transformation he's done. So it had the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, the red Zeo Ranger, the red Turbo Ranger, and then his Black Dino Thunder.
Hmm.
So that was he came out he started off not having any powers, but then he like did like some soul searching, and because of
I'm
that
gonna be honest, I do not recall that. It just kept in my mind.
it was one of those things. I only know because I followed Jason David Frank, because I really liked him as a actor, and I got to meet him because he came to my home city for our Comic Con, so it was really nice to meet him.
Speaking of the
That's
actors,
cool.
wasn't there a bit of a commotion for missing a person that the original Red Ranger for Mighty Morphin Rangers? They believe it was a born gay actor, but it was actually a Brazilian guy that really looked alike.
Yeah, I think so. We'll need to heading out soon. Boo, have a great stream, and I hope. Yeah, thank you, Galaxy. Thank you for sticking around. Enjoy yourself,
By
buddy.
Galaxy.
Bye, Galaxy.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, there's a lot. Even the rain, even just the drama between the actors themselves is like is another thing that we could discuss at another time, because there is the fact that the Wild Force Red Ranger actually stabbed his roommate with a sword.
Oh,
Yeah.
Actually, in all the time that this actor was not a ranger, he became a, how do you call, MMA fighter or
Mhm.
the arena thingy for all types of styles.
Yeah.
Funny.
But, but yeah, it was crazy. Like um so yeah, there's definitely stories behind each rangers themselves, like the actors. So it gets crazy, the stories that I've heard from other actors. Not to
And
say
by the
that.
way, did dirty the Blue Ranger. He did dirty.
Yeah, they did the Blue Ranger very dirty, the original Blue Ranger, which was unfortunate. Like at least from what I know, it seems like he's still friends with a lot of the cast members, but the crew itself and
Just not
and
friends
stuff.
with the producers.
Yeah, the producers and the crew were actually pretty awful to him, because he's a gay actor, and
oh,
they were very homophobic to him.
it's horrible.
Yeah, but
They didn't want to pay him. They put him in extra hours. They make him sign a contract, and he was the one actor that was forced to be doing many more seasons only because of, like, oh, but you're gay, and we can say, hey, don't hire this person. He's gay.
Pretty
And was
yeah,
like, okay, see, nobody's hiring you. Now sign this contract for low payment that we actually offered before.
yeah, exactly. It was pretty awful when it came to his contract, and the way that they treated him. So but it is nice that he still does like his life as a Power Ranger, because he still likes to hang out and talk about his life as a Power Ranger and things like that. And he's still very close friends with the actress that played the original Pink Ranger. In fact, they have like a running they have a running joke that anytime she has an interview, he'll call in to ask a question, because they always do like Q&As, and he'll
Mhm.
always he'll always call in and ask a question, and it's always the same question. And the question is the fact that they argue over which one of them farted in the car that they were in when they did a certain scene, and one of the videos that she literally hangs up on him and is like, no, no, you're not asking me this question. No, you're not. Stop it.
Honestly, I'll probably do the same.
Yeah, right. So yeah, so he does still have a close relationship with the cast members of the Power Rangers shows. It was just the producers and stuff that gave him like a pretty bad deal.
Technically, he also worked as a consultant for some of the shows while not
Hmm.
being an actor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
But man, Seven did him dirty.
yeah, they did it. I agree. They definitely did do him dirty, and it's very unfortunate. Um, but I do appreciate the fact that like he still has a positive outlook on his experience as a Power Ranger. And that he still does have close relationships because he still plays it like they did. What is it? I believe Netflix now owns the rights for Power Rangers, and
No, they had transmission rights, but they
oh, just
don't have the.
well, because they did a movie. Netflix did a movie.
Yep, but
Uh,
that was independent.
oh, that was independent, but I mean, yeah, okay, okay. I don't know how it works, but yeah, because I know they did a movie and it had the Blue Ranger and the Black Ranger in it, and what is it? It was like it was supposed to pass on the mantle because they talked to the girl who was who's supposed to be like think the either the daughter or the granddaughter of the Yellow Ranger. I think it's the daughter of the Yellow Ranger.
The which Yellow Ranger, because I think one of them died.
Well, in real life, the Yellow Ranger had passed away.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was it
oh,
was the
you mean
Yellow
in lore?
Ranger.
You mean in show
Yeah.
or IRL?
No. IRL she passed away, but then for the show they made it to where I think they brought back Rita as a villain again. And they made it to where Rita was the one, or either Rita or another villain was the one that killed the Yellow Ranger.
I don't know how that works. Feels
It was it
bad.
was it was a weird thing. I know I only watched a review of it, but it was very messy and convoluted, and I didn't really enjoy it because I was like, I don't know what's happening anymore. These are so weird. But yeah,
I don't know how many slides you got left, but I feel like I need to ask Minty, what did you get out of all of this so far?
I'm lost and confused, and there's too many Power Rangers.
yeah. I no, it
Okay,
don't. You're not wrong. There are a lot of Power Rangers.
because
Um,
So many people are dead, and so many people are not dead, but they're actually dead, but they're not dead, but they're romancing someone else.
yeah, sorry, me and Gasta were kind of nerdy now
Yeah, we started
about the
nerding out
topic
hard on
itself.
the Power Rangers.
I just
Sorry about that,
realized we
Minty.
are still in time for slides, so I don't know how far
This
Minty
no,
did
this
actually
is
get all of this.
this no, this is the last slide. This is the last slide again. But but yeah. Um, but yeah, Minty, there's a lot of Power Rangers.
A lot of Power Rangers.
Honestly, if my only advice for anyone that would want to get into Power Rangers is just pick one. Pick a
Yeah.
show and just start with it. Because
Oh,
unless
not like a specific one.
I
Maybe
wouldn't
one,
you wouldn't really have
like,
to. Because the only ones that I would say that you would actually have to start from the beginning is the very first four. Yeah, the first four. So if you like, in order to understand these three, you would have had to you would have to have some understanding of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Zeo, Turbo, and then In Space. Because
Okay.
like I tried to start In Space, but it literally starts with the fact that Zordon is kidnapped and they have already joined the space team, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
have you ever watched any Power Rangers, Minty?
Not for a very good long while. I think the last time I watched something that was Power Rangers related, I was probably a kid and my cousins were watching it. So it's never really like one of my interests. Um, but yeah, this was interesting. I didn't realize the lore went so deep and serious.
Oh
I
yeah.
always
Yeah,
thought it was just
the in my opinion, the interesting lore part of all of the Power Rangers is the villain story or how they connect with each show, not the show themselves. As
Yeah.
I said before,
yeah.
I did marathon them a long while ago, only just to get part of the lore, just as a first-hand experience. And man, it is boring in a way for the repetitive aspect, but it is one of those things that keep the attention of kids that actually are the main target of the shows.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
But
Yeah.
and what?
if it's done right, you can actually get the attention of adults too. Because I have to say, my favorite when it came to Power Rangers related stuff is definitely the Boom's comic run of Power Rangers.
Actually have a interesting show target for an audience. It just so happened that Power Rangers never did an all audience. They really did only do it this way, and we will split the franchise into different types of targets audience. The comics are for the more grown-ups, while the shows are only for the kids. All the
Yeah.
movies try to be more for the old audience, but it's actually more like a middle point between teenagers and kids.
hmm Actually, another thing about the Power Rangers that I would say now is probably the best time if anyone would want to try and get into Power Rangers because the last episode of all Power Rangers pretty much aired like I think last month. So Power Rangers is actually technically over. Like Japan ended theirs, thus ends the American run too.
Oh.
Yeah, but like I said, the what is it? Boom Comics run of Power Rangers is one of my favorites because yes, it's a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic book series, but it's its own condensed story, and it's basically a connection between when the Green Ranger what is it? One is like during the time of the Green Ranger being the Green Ranger, and then another time is of when the White Ranger became the White Ranger. There's no
Okay.
chance of someone rebooting Power Rangers. Does everyone die? It I haven't seen it yet, but there is talks. That's why I was wondering about the whole Netflix thing, because there
I
is talks that Netflix is trying to reboot Power Rangers from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but it's supposed to be like a more mature tone.
I have one question, and I send a link for reference because I see Minty will not get the question by itself. So could you play the thing I sent and then I ask?
Yes. Yes, as soon as my thing lets me, like, it lets me control my fucking shit. Why are you not letting me? Okay, there we go. Let me also turn on the audio. So what am I? What am I?
Probably from the very beginning, I just accidentally copied from the timestamp while I was taking the URL.
Is it what I think? I feel like I know what the question is you're about to ask me, or you're about
It
to ask
probably
Minty.
will be.
All right, Minty, you ready?
Ready.
No, so don't start it. Don't start it. All right, go ahead, XP. Ask your question.
Okay, why does the Green Ranger fix up a dagger to put it into his mouth that is covered to play it as a flute while it's sounding like it's playing the trumpet to summon a Godzilla-like creature?
Magic.
It's Ocarina of Time. Chunky Mecha
Uh,
Gorjiro.
there are a lot of things in that scene that doesn't make any sense.
I remember the first time because I did try to do a like from the very beginning like watching all of the Power Rangers stuff. And I remember when they were like when the Green Ranger came out and they were like play your dragon flute to call your Megazord. I was like, "Oh, this is going to be cool." And he pulled it out and he made the trumpet noise. I was like, "What? What the fuck? Why does it sound like a trumpet? That's not a flute."
And how he's blowing air through a block mask.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I ignored the fact that he was wearing a mask because you know what? There's kids that are transforming into superheroes and giant robots. I suspended my disbelief with the mask covering his mouth. I just thought it was really I was pulled back out of that when suddenly he's playing a trumpet and a flute.
Yeah, but that's what I mean about the level of silliness that you go like, this doesn't make sense. I like it.
Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, the Boom comics is one of my favorites because it takes the Power Rangers in that same dark tone that In Space had. Like, so for one, the very first arc of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is a dimensional thing, and it's that there's a parallel universe to the Power Rangers where Tommy never changes sides and just completely obliterates the Power Rangers. It kills them
Yeah, he
off
was the evil
completely.
ranger.
Yeah, kills them off completely. In fact, during the final stand when Zordon was trying to give the Red Ranger the White Ranger morpher, Tommy meets him down there, and then when he shows up again, he then has the White Ranger's morpher and is holding the head of the Red Ranger.
Technically, Tommy always was the stronger ranger because in the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, he was the Green Ranger that has the energy of all the Rangers that Rita
Hmm.
could create. And while Sordon never used his own energy, he just used a recycled energy of someone that already died and
Yeah,
used that to create the five Rangers. Meanwhile, all his energy to create Rangers was to create his version of the Ranger that was the White Ranger that later on again became Tommy.
yeah, yeah.
He
So
was always the superior Ranger.
Yeah, Tommy was always considered like the most powerful Power Ranger. And it's very and yeah, so like this is like it takes place in a dimension and then on top of that, Rita's like super proud of Tommy for killing the Red Ranger and Tommy realizes, "You know what? I don't need you anymore." And then he kills Rita too.
Oh,
And then he
what
just
a
takes
murder.
over. It's a really good like that was the first arc. And then the final arc when it came to I think towards the end of they did a Power Rangers run, so it was split in half. One was called Mighty Morphin and the other one was called Power Rangers, but they was still
Yeah.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers together. But one
Mhm.
of them told the story of the Earth, what was happening on Earth, so that was Mighty Morphin. That side took place was the Earth side of the Rangers, and then Power Rangers was the original Red, Black, and Yellow Ranger in space doing their own thing. And during the Power Rangers section of it, the arc leads to the discovery of there's an actual Grim Reaper for Power Rangers.
Oh, okay.
And Andros made a deal with the Grim Reaper of Power Rangers. If he gave him a body, he would bring back his friend Zane, which was the Silver in Space Ranger.
There's actually also cops for Power Rangers.
There are also police for Power Rangers. Yeah.
And
So,
it's sort of like a Robocop.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
anti-Power Ranger culture.
Yeah, it
It's
makes
it's
no
a pretty crazy.
sense.
It's pretty crazy the amount of there's like so much lore when it comes to Power Rangers. And like I said, Boom was like my reintroduction to Power Rangers because I really like I said, Boom is one of my favorites because one on top of the fact that they deepen the lore for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with giving like a gap like connection to the gap time of the times that Tommy was the Green Ranger, and then also giving us the gaps between what were the Red, Black, and Yellow Ranger doing when they left the team. and were replaced,
Mhm.
as well as like some sort of like connection to what the Earth Rangers were doing at the same time. But they also deepened the lore for In Space's Psycho Rangers because they would introduce a brand new sixth Psycho Ranger, which was the Green Psycho Ranger. They would then deepen the lore for Time Force, where it turns out that even though the Pink Ranger had gone back in time, back to the future, um, the Red Ranger and the Pink Ranger found out that there's like a time, like a what is it, like a time anomaly where they can actually meet up, where it won't mess with any timelines, and they can still continue to date while being
And they will have a
in that one.
baby.
Oh.
Yeah. But even in that, they somehow accidentally created a new ranger, which is an anomaly ranger that can just dust rangers if
Oh,
they get near him.
okay.
Um,
Um.
then there's which was the other one was the fact that Boom worked with Jason David Frank to create the last Power Ranger. What is it called? Green. Let me see if I can find the correct one for it. I liked this one. It was a really good one.
By the way, the Power Rangers have a crossover with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That was actually
Cowabunga.
oh my god. That was actually started in the that one was
In
started with
space.
In Space, yeah. Because Saban had gotten the rights to help Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles make a show.
Mhm.
And so they did a last what is it? They did a thing with him. They did like a little crossover event.
And
Which
following the
eventually
formula of
which
the Secret Six Ranger, they in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle they have the secret fifth turtle.
yeah, it was the secret fifth turtle that everyone did not like.
There's a secret fifth one.
Yeah, he's a different turtle, not
It
a
was a
brother of
girl.
the turtles, but a turtle. So it is not incest because it was a
Oh.
female that
Yeah.
they named
Oh.
Venus the Male.
Yeah. It was weird. But again, Boom also would also expand on the fact that the Turtles and the Power Rangers knew each other because they would even do a Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crossover event. That I think they're what is it? I think they're on their third one now. They're doing a third one, and the whole thing was like the Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers teamed up to beat Shredder. And
And
I
by that
have
same
this
logic,
figure. I have this
by
action
that
figure
same
of it.
logic, the Power Rangers and Batman share universe if they share universe with the Teenage Mutant Ninja
That's
Turtles.
true also. Yep.
Mm.
But yeah, over here, there's actually an issue. Shredder steals Tommy's green morpher and becomes a green
The
dragon
Shredder Ranger.
Shredder, which is actually such a badass looking Shredder. Like he's a freaking badass looking character. I love this one. Um, for a while I was collecting these actually because they had some really cool covers. I think it was the second print covers of these. It was Shredder holding the damaged helmets of the Power Rangers, and it looked really cool.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah. Oh, here's a better look at Boom and IDW's Shredder.
It's really cool.
This one was my
Well,
favorite.
the Power
I love
Rangers
this one.
Yeah.
still say it's because they know the existence of alien life forms, but at the same time they do not accept the existence of aliens as something real.
Hmm. Yeah. So
Zordon is alien, Rita is alien, they even go to space. They
technically,
find
Andros is
humanoid
an
aliens,
alien.
but even then they go like, nah, aliens doesn't exist.
Yep. Oh yeah, and here's the here. This was also part of the team up. The Turtles became Power Rangers. But yeah, this was
Yeah.
so yeah. I personally I think Boom Comics is probably the best way for people to get into Power Rangers if they're older and they
Okay.
like a more serious story
Yeah.
because this one definitely is more serious. Obviously with the fact that they literally straight up like kill people and stuff.
I don't
Yeah.
care if they're serious. I want them to be good. You can be good without being serious.
Well,
Something
these are
vulnerable.
really good stories. Like they're good. It's a good connection between them, but but they are more serious, so it gets an older generation's attention.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you want if you want to watch like the original stuff, I would say Lost Galaxy is probably a good one to start with for the older series.
Since it's the very reboot, and you don't have to follow
Yeah, exactly.
almost anything.
Yeah, if you don't
It's
want
not
to
too.
follow a specific like if you don't want to have to like follow directly back to back kind of stuff, Lost Galaxy is the best one because it's the first time that it was one of the first ones where they decided to do a whole new cast and different
The
story.
only info needed to watch Lost Galaxy is that Alpha is a bit of something of a robot that is something like the secretary of the original of the Power Rangers.
Hmm.
Power Morphin. What's the Power Morphin, right?
The Morphers? Are you talking about like their
Alpha wasn't the Power Morphin,
I think
or
so.
was Sense Turbo. I forgot.
He was in Turbo.
No, I mean, it wasn't from the very beginning of Power Morphin Power Rangers, or was in there since Turbo?
No, he was there from the very beginning. Alpha?
Yep.
Yeah, Alpha was there from the very start. He's the only character that's from the very beginning.
Aside from Turbo.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, if you want an older one, Lost Galaxy is a good one to start with. That one or even Time Force. I like Time Force. That one was really good. Um, and then for the newer ones, literally Wild Force all the way down to SPD are really good. But then after that, I don't know. I couldn't say. I couldn't
Do
tell you.
not, and I mean, do not, like, never watch Mystic Force.
Or anything after Mystic Force. Those are
It's,
boring.
it's a waste of time.
Yeah,
No, with it.
not worth it at all. Don't waste your time with those.
Not even if you like the repetitiveness of it, or if you like the Super Sentai-ish shows. Do not.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. It was not good. They were not good. But yeah. These like I said, the comic book series is really good, and so is like some of the older Power Rangers. You just can't go all the way to the beginning because that's where things get more difficult to try and figure out where you're at at times.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
wrong here, but isn't Mystic Force the only Power Rangers that doesn't of the quote unquote all Power Rangers? Because up until if they are 10 years older or more, they have a comic, but Mystic Force doesn't have a comic, right?
No, actually, pretty much anything that came after Mystic Force, nobody really talks about them. Because what is it?
It,
Boom Comics when they did their comic book series, they did touch on the different Power Rangers that existed. They showed in space. They showed the SPD. Um, they even showed. Which one? They've shown Lost Gal. They've shown everything except for anything from Mystic Force down. Like everyone after once Mystic Force it kind of just dropped. Like they just don't pay attention to those. But I know that they're technically still canon, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I see. They
Yeah.
don't even want to touch that.
Yeah. No, they don't touch that one. In fact, even right now, they're not even what is it? They're actually doing a new run of Power Rangers called Power Rangers Prime, and it has absolutely nothing to do with anything from like the new stuff. It's literally just revamps of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but like a new team.
And I mean, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers has a bit of genericness, but it has its own charisma by making a story with the villains.
Okay, so RPM does it, on their covers on or what is it, Power Ranger Universe? This one on their cover it does show the Mystic Green Ranger, but even then it's just that they're connected because of the fact that it's like the that color is power. I think that's all it is. But they don't actually like do anything with it. It's just that it's their power. Because each one of them there's another comic book series that talks about the spectrums. And for some reason the green
It's a
spectrum
decent
is still
spectrum.
considered evil. It's a whole thing. It's a really whole thing. And that's why I'm like boom. That's why I say the Boom comic series stuff deserves its own like conversation alone because it gets wild. It's a lot.
Next time on Comic Topics, we will have Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Do you know about the leak about the movie?
The new Avatar: The Last Airbender thing that's coming out?
Yeah, there's a movie that still doesn't have a name, an official name for whatever reason. Well, somebody did a Pixar and accidentally sent the movie that needs some edition to a wrong email.
Nailed it.
So there's this person that has the unfinished edition movie, but it has the all the voices, all the animation, major thing is done. And it's like, okay, how much can I legally say since I never signed any contract, but and they give this to me?
Yeah, well.
So this person just make random less than 10-second clips of random moments and upload them. One of them is making the people thinking, wait, it's Zuko gay now?
Is Zuko gay now? Would that be so
I don't know.
wrong?
I don't know if you know the context or not, but in general, the premise is that they found another airbender frozen like Aang, but he remained frozen unlike Aang, and apparently he was frozen before the Aang time.
Oh, interesting.
So when they found him, they are with Toph, and since Toph doesn't see how he looks like, she goes like,
Yo,
"Is he handsome?"
spoilers.
And then Zuko goes like, "Very handsome,"
Damn.
but in a bit of an excitement voice.
Oh,
Mm.
so now they're thinking
That's
he's
why
gay.
people are go like, "Wait, is Zuko gay now?"
He's gay. Yeah, because bro can't just appreciate him. Bro just can't appreciate how good looking he is unless he's gay.
I
Crazy.
mean, canon-wise, he has a daughter that became the leader of the Fire Nation in the Legend of Korra.
Nah, that's true.
The only thing that gives a heartbreak to the fans is that canon-wise, Zuko did not end up with the emo girl in the show because she has one a very powerful line that goes two ways. If you go like, yeah, but they didn't end up together in the end. That, that when she faces Azula, she goes like, "You were wrong in thinking I fear you more, but I love him more than I fear you."
Interesting, interesting.
Very nice line and go wasted if the characters don't end up together.
Oh well.
Well, well.
Well, 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 well.
Yeah, well.
Wing, wing, wing.
Well, well, well.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's my presentation on Power Rangers and the times that they pretty much almost got canceled completely. Like the end of everything for them.
Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you, thank you, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Sorry
How
I
we
much
feel like
of this did Minty learn?
I learned that Power Rangers is complex. Is what I
Indeed.
learned. That's what I learned.
Yeah, sorry for
That's
dumping
not
so much
racist. I
knowledge
don't
on you.
remember what we talk about.
Sorry for dumping all that knowledge on you. It was a lot. It was a
fun.
lot.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's fun. That's what
Yeah.
matters. It's fun.
Yeah.
Did you progress in the crochet?
I've been knitting, but it's complicated knitting, so it's progress isn't really the goal as much as accuracy with it this time, unfortunately.
Oh.
Okay, okay, progress from word advance.
Yeah, a little bit, not much.
Well, then it was a bit of a productive day then.
Exactly.
That's good. That's good. Productive day.
Exactly.
Productive day. Knitting what? Yeah, what's your knitting?
Scarf, Star Wars scarf.
Star Wars scarf.
Slowly progressing on the Star Wars scarf.
Does it have like a design?
Yeah, I don't think I have a picture of it. I'll have to find one and post it somewhere. But it's got like lots of little designs. It's got the Death Star, the Millennium Falcon.
Ooh, that's cool.
Fun. It's been a fun but complicated pun.
That's cool. I've got a picture that I can show people right now. Would you like to
Oh,
see it?
neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a picture
Sure.
of Henya's new waifu cup.
What?
Go to
What?
gamersupps.gg, get yourself a Henya waifu cup. It's actually super adorable, and it's probably the most innocent looking waifu
What are
cup you could get.
those? She's wearing Crocs.
Yeah, she is. She is wearing them Crocs. This is probably, like I said, this is probably the most innocent waifu cup anyone could ever get.
Nah, I have seen more innocent.
She's just doing peace signs. What do you mean? How can it get more innocent? Why is my internet not working?
It's very cute.
It is a cute one. My thing is like going so slow.
If by innocent you mean not showing booba in the front?
Yeah, not showing booba. Not showing booba. And not showing ass either.
I mean, it's doing the very Japanese thing of kind of flashing skirt by not showing it with something blocking.
Yeah, well. But yeah, go to gamersupps.gg, get yourself a Henya cup. It is very cute,
Yeah.
very nice. Definitely get it. They've also got some new Smash Me Bro. What the hell? Smash Me Bro Pixel Cups, which are really cool. And it comes with different. You can get a free promo card from V Card. You can also get a free keychain with a promo code. So if you use one of these codes, you will get this keychain. So you can use Orca, get yourself a Shy Lily. Vienna, I don't know who she is, but you can get hers. You get Bow. You get a Bowberry.
Good.
Exactly, Carl. It's good. You get Numi, you get Silvervale, and you get Pup. But yeah, you can get a keychain. Plus, when you buy the shaker in the first place, you can get a free cup, which is really, or you can get a free V card, which is really awesome. Plus, we've got some new Gamerade flavors, nuclear bombsicle, which is now available. Get yourself some zero caffeine, zero sugar for a limited time. Creatine hydration Gamerade, absolutely delicious, and this one's by Queso. Plus, we've got new anime girl feet. Shiny, this one's for you.
Feet, no feet.
Feet, no feet.
Feet, no feet.
For a limited time, while supplies last, 1 in 10 chance to receive a letub. So they've got plenty. They've got anime girl feet and they've got anime girl thigh. You can get one of each if you want. Absolutely delicious. If you want to taste that. Plus, why are you looking at my feet, bro?
Anime girl hips, then anime girl belly, and then anime girl booba, then the head. So I just can assemble all the cylinders into a full body.
Oh, it looks like the Waifu Cup Knockers is sold out, but you can still get the baseball jersey and the shirt that are still available. The baseball and the cup itself are sold out, but you can still get the jersey and the t-shirt, so those are really nice. Plus you got, thanks to them being in the public domain, you got Pooh versus Steamboat Willie for a limited time. It pretty much just shows them getting murdered, which is crazy.
Nice, nice,
Very nice. We've got
nice.
Do
Darling in
not
the
confuse with Mickey Mouse. This is just a steamboat wheel
Steamboat Willie. We've got Darling in the
with
Franks.
generic Pooh Bears, not Winnie the Pooh, just Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear, Pooh Bear. But yeah, we've got Darling in the Franks stuff. They've got the cup, they've got the shirt. You can go check that out. That's also pretty amazing. We've got new Gunpowder Rush. If you've ever wondered what gunpowder tastes like, this is for you.
Oh, this reminds me, Minty, did you actually check Darling in the Franks in the end or no?
I did
You
not. I didn't get
forgot.
around to it.
Oof.
Yeah, I figured you forgot. I just
Boy.
remember because of this.
Dang, called out.
I never get around to anything. Non-stop.
I said this before, but Gasser, please, if I start speaking anything Minty related, stop me.
Yeah.
Sadly, I have a mental image of how Minty will react, and it's very accurate. And I don't want to.
How would you?
One, even though I'm uncomfortable. Two, I don't like the sensation of knowing how will people do things or don't things.
Don't worry. I'll do my best. But yeah, go to Gamersupps.gg, get yourself some amazing AFK goodnight flavor. And if you don't want an energy drink, they've got the caffeine-free versions. And if you want an AFK drink, they've got the melatonin sleep support systems. But if you just want the flavor itself, they also have non-melatonin flavors, so you can get those. Plus, if you just want to try it out, which I need to order mine soon, they have the free samples for both the caffeine ones and for the AFK flavors. So definitely check them out. They're both really delicious.
They do not deliver to my lands.
Unfortunate.
I mean, I'm in South America.
Damn. Damn,
I
damn.
think the only place they will deliver to South America is Brazil.
Oh, damn, really? Huh. But yes. Okay, let me go ahead. Let me get out of here. Alright. Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Thank you for having us.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
Thanks
It
for
was
letting
fun.
me yap about Power Rangers.
Yeah,
I was
thank you
about
for
to see
telling us
whatever
about
happened to your desktop, but then I remember this is a new PC.
Yeah, this is the new
New
Starforge Systems
PC.
PC. Of
Fancy.
course, Carl, of course.
Do not make it a mess. Don't do this with the last PC.
Oh no, no, no.
Make it
I
a
mean,
mess.
like every time I finish a game, I clean it out. Like right where the ASU drivers symbol used to be. That was where what is it called? Biohazard was for Resident Evil. So now that it's done, I just got rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
efficient.
we're gonna try and keep this one good and running for a while.
Watching your desktop, how is the Vroid journal going?
Good. I need to. What is it? I actually need to put in the one that you sent. The video. I need to do the video that you sent me.
The glow?
Yeah. So that way I can use the model. But the only thing is like I don't have my. I have a. What is it called? I have a. What is it called? I have a webcam, but it's packed up right now, so I can't actually set it up right now. So
Yeah, yeah.
so.
I stopped using any models because the the camera I have is also the microphone, and apparently that it cannot work properly doing both
No.
at the same time.
Oh.
Damn.
Yep. And also, it's a very old machine.
Yeah.
Let's see. But yes. And yeah,
Yeah.
let me check to see who we have to raid into today.
See if I have anyone on my list if you're struggling.
Shoo. If you if you would like to give a suggestion, you totally can, Minty.
We have.
Dubois.
I was gonna say yeah, Dubois is streaming.
Dubois.
Dubois. Let me type him in the chat.
Drop him in the chat.
Shoot.
Drop him in the chat.
Wait. Dubois.
Okay,
Dubois.
for people you know, I have Dubois, Shorshu. There's also Spooky Rose that you rated before, and Passia the Goat.
I have Passia the Goat.
Now, if you feel daring today, Emily is streaming.
I don't know. I don't know if I can actually. The thing is that I don't think I can. Because I've tried to before,
Oh,
I
but
think
they
she only
have.
accepts rates if there's a 500
Yeah, I'm
watchers or
pretty
something
sure
like
there's
that.
a. Well, it does say start raid. I don't know if I can. Here, we'll test it, and if what is it? If it works, we cancel it right away. No, it says no. It says we are unable to raid Amelie at this time. Yeah, no, okay. That's
Oh,
like
so even if you could, you wouldn't dare, huh?
what?
Scary, would you?
I got scared. I got scared. I was like, what if it does? What if it works? Oh no.
I mean, I'm doing the same thing that I did with Minty. I tell her, hey, Energy's streaming. Why don't you rate her?
That's
But I
terrifying.
really Minty say, no, I wouldn't dare.
Unfortunately. I mean, there's also Cha Cha,
True.
but I
Cha-Cha's
also but I also think Cha Cha also is one of those where like you can't do.
yeah.
Why
Oh,
is Chacha not showing for me?
let me see.
Strange.
Did
Ooh,
Twitch did another one of those things that I no longer follow because Twitch being small indie corporation?
small indie
Might have
corporation.
to refresh it.
I'm gonna click the raid, and if it doesn't work, great. If it does, we'll cancel right away. Okay, it didn't work. Oof. So no Cha Cha either. So yes, we'll go into Dubois.
Dubois.
Because I don't think I've ever raided into Dubois. So let me send out the raid
Dubois is
message.
great.
Raid message. And we shall go see Dubois. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was gonna thank you again.
Yeah, I was gonna say thank you for having us because I need to go pee.
Yeah, go pee.
But
Go
yeah.
pee. Go piss, girl.
Go piss, girl. But yeah, thank you for having us. Go
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.
Go this girl.
Thank you, XP.
Bye.
Bye bye. Alright, thank you guys again. What is it? We sent out the raid message.
I thought I was a good boy.
I thought I was. I've sent out the raid message. I'll go ahead and set it up. Thank you guys again so much for coming out. I really appreciate you guys so much. And I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.
Are you shining just for me? City of stars, you never shine so brightly. Nervous. That's funny. That's okay. Oh, just a small town girl
We're a problem.
living in a
None of
lonely
us
world.
We can't seem to find